second here. Wait for that green light to come up and get going in this one. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BR Sport, we are here for the second last game of NRL Magic Round for 2021, and this game is between the Melbourne Storm and the St George Illawarra Dragons. Now, this is a tough game to predict. The Melbourne Storm do have quite a few injuries in this one. Obviously, Munster won't be playing. Obviously, Brandon Smith won't be playing. Harry Grant won't be playing. So there's quite a few injuries here for the Melbourne Storm. Now, I'm pretty certain that people are saying that Pappenhausen will be playing in this game. If he is, that's a huge, obviously, inclusion, and I'm pretty certain that he is going to be playing. So that's a huge inclusion here. So I'm definitely going to be taking the Storm. However, the Dragons, they are technically a top 18 this year. They are currently sitting in, I think, a 7th place or 6th place. I think Manly might have just jumped them. So they need a win to maintain their stance in the 8. The Titans obviously play the Panthers a bit later on. If the Titans do beat the Panthers, then they would jump up the Dragons. And luckily enough for the Dragons, the Warriors obviously did just lose to the Parramatta Eels. So the Dragons are really on the brink right now, despite their very good start. But I think the Storm win this one. And I think the Storm win this one well. Especially with Pappenhausen playing, I think they're going to win this one quite well. But guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to seeing if the Storm can get by with all their injuries. Smoothie obviously comes into the hooker role with Jerome Hughes and Hines as their halves. Pappenhausen will be their fullback with Jennings and Adokar winger. Smith and Olam in the centres. Jesse Bromwich and Welsh as their front row forwards. Kafusi, Bromwich and Finnegan as their second rowers there. Indiana Creek Walker says final score prediction. I'm going to go with the Storm here, and I'm going to say 40 to 14. I'm going to say 40 to 14 here to the Melbourne Storm. I think this will be a blowout. I think this will be a blowout here. I think people really want to believe in this Dragons team. I think that people really want to hope the Dragons aren't going to fall apart like they always do. But in the same sense, I think we need to be realistic. I think we need to be realistic and know that this Dragons team just isn't as good as people have been saying for, at the beginning of the season. Well done. They did well to start the season, but, there's a long season to come. And this is a good team here in the Storm. Despite all their injuries, they're still probably going to win this game. Cameron Mavra says, hello, Melbourne should win this comfortably here. I agree too. Miss Milos says, up the Dragons. Mackenzie Porter says, how are you? Going all right? Got my Coke Zero now after the last game. It was a good game last game. I really did enjoy that one. Hopefully, look, I would love to see a close game here. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see the Dragons put up an effort, but I just don't think they do. I just don't think they're up to the standards of a top 8 team. I think that they had a good start, but the Dragons are always the Dragons. They're always going to fall apart at some stage. Cam Abbott says I'm going Melbourne 36 to 16 Dragons. Yeah, close enough to what I said. I think I said 40 to 14. So, you're going 36-16. It's only about 6 points difference. But Jack Bird, obviously, he's been having a pretty decent season down there at the Dragons, rejuvenating his form from when he was at the Sharkies back in 2016 and won the premiership. Don't get me wrong, the Dragons have impressed this year. I had them as last. Majority of the competition, majority of the fans had them as last. But, just because they've impressed the beginning half of the season doesn't mean they're obviously not going to come last. But they're still not a top 8 team for me. And I don't think that they're long-term season-wise going to probably finish in the top 9, top 10. But we'll see. Prove me wrong. They've already proven me wrong once this year, so they can prove me wrong again. But here we go. So the Dragons are out in the field. The Storm are coming out in the field now. The Storm are on a nice little record. I think they're 5 or 6 games in a row. But that's to be expected with the Melbourne Storm. We all know what the Melbourne Storm are like, and they're always going to be putting in an effort. Week in, week out, or regardless. So here they come, out onto the fields. A nice little different Storm team to look at today. Not the usual. Obviously, Smoothie is their hooker. Look, I think he's been okay for him, but, he hasn't really had too much of a crack. So this is a solid crack for him in this game, in a game that he should be winning. But Nico Hines obviously moves into the halves as well. He's been the fullback for the Storm, but he does move into the halves with Pappenhausen returning for the first time in a while. Dad's mate says Storm 30 to 12. 18-point difference. Yeah, fair enough. I can see that one. So the Melbourne Storm will be receiving the ball first here. Very much looking forward to this. By the way, beautiful day in Brisbane. My goodness me. Beautiful day in Brisbane. Obviously, beautiful day here in Sydney too, but up there in Brisbane, my gosh, you can't ask for better from that stadium right now and for this day of Magic Round to finish us off. But here we go. The Dragons will boot this ball here, and the Storm will return it first of all. Now, what the Dragons need to do to maintain this game is not play like they did last week. They played the Bulldogs last week, and they were terrible in the first half. The Storm are very infamous for blowing the lead out very quickly in games, and then just choke holding you, and just demolishing you through the middle part as well. Storm are very good at starting games off with such intensity that you can't do anything about it. And here they go, Storm break through. Jerome Hughes nearly gets out there, 25 metres out from their own line. Karen Mavra says, geez, good crowds over the weekend. Yeah, it's going to tell you, like they're talking about bringing more than one Magic Round per year. Obviously, Brisbane's going to get the one this year, but next year, I believe Brisbane will get another one, and they'll probably do a New Zealand one. So I think 3 is too many, but 2 is obviously very good. If you're going to get the crowds, you're going to get the numbers. They're obviously going to keep damn well doing it. Noah 6 says Tarek Sims could make a case for an origin spot, not going to lie. No, I think New South Wales team is pretty jam-packed as it is, to be honest with you, man. So fit tackle here for the Storm. Felice Kafusi with the ball, 45 metres out here from the Dragons line. And they're going to the right-hand side here through Smoothie, up to Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes puts that one in the air, and the Dragons to come off their own line here. Difficult kick to take, and Cody Ramsey will be knocked to the ground there. But like I was saying, like the Dragons just can't be like they were last week. They were terrible in that first half. Like they really just simply were terrible in that first half. But came away strong in the end against the Dogs, and that's to be expected. Kamavita says, no, they should just stick to one Magic round a year, as it just makes it more interesting when it comes around. I disagree. I think 2 would be good. 1 in Australia and 1 in New Zealand. Knock on for the Dragons. Knock on for the Dragons. So Nico Hines will pick the ball up here, and the Storm will have the ball here 30 metres out from the Dragons line, and that's not how you want to start if you're the Dragons. That is not how you want to start. St George Illawarra says, hi, hello, mate. Good luck today, but I don't see it being a good one for you. Mikael Ravalawa will drop that ball for the Dragons, and the Storm are going to get a nice little attack here. But I disagree, Carol. I think that look, New Zealand deserves one at very minimum next year, and I don't think you can take it away from Brisbane because they've had such good crowds for every single game so far. Look at that crowd. It's literally nearly sold out there. You can see it's nearly sold out. And obviously the Titans-Panthers is really the big draw card today. Titans-Panthers will have the biggest crowd of probably the weekend, realistically, because it is a later game, and it's a game between 2 decent teams. Panthers obviously the best, and Titans at least decent. Obviously everyone came for the first couple, they came for their team and they'll stick around. Plus, obviously, you got all the Titans fans coming down. So, look, it's going to be a big crowd there as well. But here we go, right-hand side, Pappenhausen gets away. 20 minutes out here for the Storm. Collective World says, hello, Collective World, how you doing? So, yeah, I think New Zealand and Brisbane, probably. And then they might mix it up. They might go to Sydney. They might go maybe Gold Coast. I don't think so. It's only a 27,000-seater stadium. You'd have to go to Sydney, or there's no way you take it to the MCG. That'd be just stupid. Third tackle here for the Storm. 10 metres out here from the Dragons line. Thomas Watson says, best left foot goal kicker in the comp. Geez, you'd have to tell me who the left foot kickers are. Oh, left-hand side here, nearly a 4 pass there from the Storm. It will be a 4 pass there from the Storm. It will be 4 pass there from the Storm. I love how the Dragons are high-fiving themselves as if they did something there. The Storm threw that 4 pass. Michael Robinson says, why do you not live stream A-League anymore? I've been quite unwell during the weeks, man. I didn't do it during this week because I just missed out because I had technical difficulties. But I do during the weeks, the weekdays. It's just unfortunately the last couple of weeks I haven't been able to. I was sick 2 weeks ago, and then this week there was technical difficulties during the week. So unfortunately I wasn't able to. But this week coming up, I will be doing A-League during the weekdays. Collective World says, who are you going for? Obviously I'd prefer the Storm to win as a Titans fan because that gives the Titans more chance to jump the Dragons and probably finish off this round in 7th place if we did beat the Panthers later on today. Do I think that's going to happen? Not necessarily, but I'm still backing my boys and believe that they'll put in an effort, and I think it's a danger game for Penrith. But I think that, yeah, of course, I would rather the Storm win this game so that the Titans have a better chance at jumping up over the Dragons. Viswanath says, hi, hello champion, how you doing? Noah 6 says, Eden Park, a great venue for Magic Round. Yeah, it'd be awesome to see Eden Park get it. I'm considering going to New Zealand this year for the Bledisloe Cup game at Eden Park. Obviously, that's a danger game for the Wallabies. We haven't won there since literally like before I was born, but I think the 80s, 1987 or something, I think it was, that we won the last at Eden Park, but in the same sense, it'd be an awesome game to get to. So Dragons here with the ball, left-hand side, Benny Hunt's away here, 40 metres out, gets it out to Mikael Ravalawa. Ravalawa's going to get taken out here, he's going to get taken out. No, good, strong legs to keep himself in, but he will be taken down, 40 metres out here from the line. So Ravalawa here with the ball, left-hand side here for the Dragons. Benny Hunt gets it off, and Paul Vaughan will be taken down about 35 metres out here. Sammy Souza says, I'm hoping for a close game unless the Storm run away with it. Storm will run away with it. Storm will run away with it. Fit tackle here for the Dragons. Left-hand side, puts it up in the air. And Pappenhausen has it very easy here. Gets around, steps on the inside, and realistically should have been continuing going around there. It could be a high tackle here. There's a penalty. I don't know what's going on here. I heard the whistle. It's going to be HIA for something. Nico Hines, HIA. Ooh, danger, danger. Caramava says, the day the Wallabies win the Bledisloe Cup again will be massive. Oh, mate, there'll be parties. There'll be parties, and I'll be there. I will be there. So first tackle here for the Storm. They're only 10 metres out from their own line, but Nico Hines with an HIA, he has to come out here. I think he'll be okay, though. Tasmate says, Adokar has a new haircut every week. Very similar to, with Premier League players. Premier League players obviously change their haircut every single week too. Bill Schwitz says shoulder charge. I don't think they're going to call it, but the reason why they've stopped the game is because of Nico Hines with the coming out here for the HIA. So the Storm will have the ball here 10 metres out from their own line. Melbourne says, Melbourne will win by as many subs you have. Wow, okay, 9,521. I tell you what, that's a lot of points to win by the old Melbourne Storm. So 35 minutes to go here of the first half. Second tackle here for the Storm. Not making a great deal of metres off this, though. Second tackle here. Hines will come out for Riley Jacks. Connor Water says, why is Pappenhausen and Hines both playing? Because they don't have a half right now with Munster being out. So they obviously need someone to partner Jerome Hughes. And Nico Hines can play as a half, and Pappenhausen is obviously their fullback. So 4 tackled here for the Storm, 25 minutes out here from their own line. Chad says hello. Hello, Chad. How you doing? Bill Schwartz says Riley Jacks, the Canadians, back at the Storm. So left-hand side here, 4 tackle here. Pappenhausen gets it outside to Addo-Carr's away here. Addo-Carr's away. Oh, he runs straight. He runs straight at Ravalawa, and Ravalawa will slap him down. So 5th tackle here for the Storm. Not even outside their own half yet, though. And up it goes. Oh, that's going to be a charge down. And that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine there. That's going to be fine there for Tarek Sims to grab the ball 40 metres out from the Storm line. TTV Josh says, I'm watching NRL on TV, but I'd rather you're commentating. Well, the best thing you can do, man, just turn that sound down and you can listen to me if you want rather than the commentators. But up to you, man. That's what we kind of try to get along here, to be a bit more interactive than the commentary there. 2nd tackle here for the Dragons. 35 metres out here, but I appreciate you tuning in, my dude. Sammy Sousa says, after what happened in the Trans-Tasman round 1, stop it. Don't talk to me about it. Don't shut up. Sammy Sousa, stop it. Round 1 had not happened. I haven't dreamed it, so it didn't happen. 3rd tackle here. But actually, you know what? I'm going to respond to you there. You're only as good as your last game. And the Wallabies beat the All Blacks the last time we play each other. So take that one, Sammy Sousa. 4th tackle here for the Dragons. They're 15 metres out here from the Storm line. They score here. Maybe a bit of an aftershock. Bit of a shocker here. Bit of an earthquake. We're sounding in Melbourne, but no, there won't be no earthquake happening anytime soon. The Storm will get the ball after the Dragons knock it on. The offload's away here. And the Storm will have the ball 15 metres out. Still going here. Still going here. Ah, he's going to get taken down. Tasman says no one wants to listen to... Oh, no. That's the correct call there, but in the same sense, I'm not saying it. But he is a bit of a tosser. 1st tackle here for the Storm, 25 metres out. Mavida says, get rid of Josh. Mavida says, come on, knowledge. Come on, knowledge? What's going on, knowledge on here? 1st tackle here for the left-hand side. I thought you were about to say something about KSI for a second there. What's going on? Bill Stewart says, Big Ass Sports on the headphones and the game on the TV. Exactly right. 3rd tackle here for the Storm. 50 metres out here from the Dragons line. They did well to stop that little bit of a charge there from the Dragons, because obviously they want to be the ones scoring first. The Storm cannot be scoring first here if the Dragons feel like they're going to win. Bill Stewart says, Storm or Storms? If you ever call them the Storms, I'm going to headbutt you through the bloody camera. Right-hand side here, 4th tackle here. My best friend Sarah, she always calls them the Storms, and it just grinds my gears. She knows it. I know it. We all know it. Screw you sometimes, Sarah. 5th tackle here. Jerome Hughes puts that ball up in the air. Up it goes. Oh, Pappenhausen has a chance here. Oh, no. Good take there by Dufty, actually. Pappenhausen came flying underneath there. Noah 6 says, Blues put up a cricket score against the Rebels. Yeah, but that's because it's the Rebels. I tell you what, though, the Brumbies had a very good game against the Crusaders. They were very close. Very unlucky to lose that game. Brumbies had a very good game against them. So, there is obviously a gap between some of the teams, but... the Waratahs still scored 40 points. I know they conceded like 60-odd, but they still scored about 40-odd points against the Hurricanes. So it's not a great deal of difference between a lot of the teams. But yes, the Reds obviously got pumped by Highlanders, which was a bit of an odd one, considering the Brumbies were very good against the Satyrs. But let's get back into rugby league here. 3rd tackle here for the Dragons, 45 metres out here from the line. Tammy Sue says, I guess I touch a nerve there, Blazey. Don't you do it. Don't you start me on the Wallabies. 4th tackle here for the Dragons, 30 metres out here from the Storm line. 8 minutes gone. 0-0 is the score. Blake Laurie, one of the most random front row forwards I've ever seen in my life, who makes a mistake literally every single game, every 10 minutes. 5th tackle here, 20 metres out, right-hand side. McCulloch gets it to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt puts it up in the air. Josh Addo-Carr will take that one brilliantly. Oh, he'll take that one brilliantly. My goodness me. So 1st tackle here for the Storm, 5 metres out from their own line. And Justin Olam's going, oh, that's a high tackle. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's probably a sin bin. That's a sin bin. That's a sin bin. See you later, Maguire. Josh Maguire's gone. Nah, Josh Maguire's gone. Josh Maguire's gone. Josh Maguire's absolutely sin bin here. Josh Maguire is absolutely sin bin here. There is no way that this is not a sin bin. That's a high tackle. The bunker's going to sin bin him here. And he has to be. He has to be based on these new rules. That's a grub of a play. I'm sorry, but this is going to be a sin bin here. Viswanath says, why perhaps number 19? Because he was a late inclusion. It will be a sin bin. See ya. He will be gone here. See you later, Josh Maguire. And no shit, Josh Maguire is one of the first Dragons players to go to the bin. No shit. Josh Maguire is such a grub of a player, man. So see you later, man. You'll be off for 10 minutes. So 9 minutes into the game, we see our first sin bin. Good night. Here we go. So that is official. It is a sin bin. You're a grub. Indiana Creek Walker says, what is a sin bin and what is a grub of a play? So he was a high tackle there. This guy is a bad guy in NRL. He's one of those guys that deliberately try and injure other players and go have a crack. I heard a story that when he was in Papua New Guinea, a part of the Australian tour, he was also holding a jersey outside of the Australian bus, letting kids Papua New Guinean kids who are obviously quite poor, trying to grab the jersey. And he was laughing at it as he was pulling it away from him and obviously kept it. He didn't give it to anyone. So I thought that was a bit... That's where I really lost my respect for him because you shouldn't be doing that at all. to little kids, especially in a country like Papua New Guinea or Fiji or just the islands, man. It's very disrespectful. But obviously, yeah, that was a grub of a play, and he's off for 10 minutes here. So second tackle here for the Storm inside the attacking half. Medvedev says, I told him Maguire was going to be a grub. I know. I never disagree with you. Storm here, right-hand side. Jerome Hughes. There should be a gap here for Felice Kafusi, and he will get through a nice little gap, but he will get taken down 30 metres out here from the Dragons line. Simbin is for 10 minutes, Robin Perkins. So left-hand side here, right-hand side, sorry. Storm going to kick it through here. Jennings. No, drop out from the Storm, from the Dragons to the Storm. So 10 minutes gone here in this first half, 30 minutes to go. 0-0 is the score. Man in the bin for the Dragons. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. But the Storm coming strong now with that man in the bin for the Dragons. Indiana Creek Walker says, grub is disrespectful play then. No, a grub is basically me saying that this guy is a dirty player. Yes. A grub is someone who is a dodgy man in the game. And Josh Maguire is definitely one of them. Cameron Smith was a grub, but for good... Oh, Corey Norman. Oh, bro. Corey Norman has just dropped it out and hit his own corner post. Corey Norman has just dropped it out and kicked his own corner post. You are shitting me. Like, you are shitting me. How do you drop it out and kick your own goal post? No, corner post, sorry. How do you hit your own corner post from a drop out? What a shocker. What a shocker. Oh, man. It's the Storm here. 5 minutes out with the first tackle. Oh, my goodness me. Sporting says Storm have never had a grub players, skill players. Storm have always been known as probably the most or second most grubby team of the comp. Pappenhausen slams, but Josh Adokar puts the ball over the line, and the Storm take a lead 4-0 here with a kick to come. But Pappenhausen has been slapped behind the play, and honestly, I think that there should be a penalty here. I think there could be a sin bin here. Because that was a slap and a half, and it was a late tackle. I think this is a very late tackle here. So Jerome Hughes gets this ball out the left-hand side here. This is a late tackle, Pappenhausen, and it's high too. He's gone to the bin here. Fui Mayona will go to the bin here, so that's going to be 2 players in the bin for the Dragons. You grubs, man. You grubs. 2 players in the bin within 10 minutes of the game. That's clearly going to be a sin bin here. And honestly, that's a high tackle and a deliberately high tackle, and honestly could be a send-off. Based on the rules of this game, based on the rules the NRL come with, he's down right now. This could be a send-off right now. A late tackle and also across the head with a deliberate high tackle. This could be a send-off for the 70 minutes of the rest of this game. And the Storm would win by literally 400. Pappenhausen might be gone here. I think Pappenhausen is going to be out for the game. This has to be... this could honestly be a send-off. This honestly could be a send-off. Broccoli Weeb says, big yikes. Yeah, man. But this honestly could be a send-off. This is actually going to be a send-off. I think this might be a send-off here, lads. This should be a send-off. The Dragons are going to play with 12 players for the last 70 minutes of this game. You grubs, man. You absolute... Fui Mayona, you grub. This is a deliberate attempted takeout here of Pappenhausen. It's a late tackle, and it's high, straight to the head. This is a send-off, and you'll be gone for 70 minutes. Lewington Tensine says, get the try. Yeah, it's a try. Oh, no, the Storm scored a try. Storm still scored a try. Still 4-0 here with a kick to come. But this is a send-off. Dasman says, what a grub. Bill Schultz says, right around the chops. Yeah, he's been slapped. He's been absolutely slapped. What are the Dragons coaches saying on the sideline? Pappenhausen's gone here. Pappenhausen, yeah, Craig Bellamy would livid right now. If you're a Storm fan, you should be livid right now. Indiana Creek Walker says, I will never go to an NRL game if I ever have a chance because I think I would get addicted right away. What a sport. It's a fantastic sport, man. It's a fantastic sport. You'd love to go to a game, mate. I tell you what, you'd love to go to a game. Thomas Watson says, how many NRL jerseys do you have? I don't really collect jerseys, bro. I have my own merchandise, as I say. I wear jumpers and singlets and shit like that. I'm never really into the old jersey kind of thing, but yeah, I have a heap of merchandise, obviously, from all the different teams. But we're just waiting here for the injury to Pappenhausen, and obviously we should be soon a send-off. Sorry, we should be seeing a send-off here. Cameron says the Dragons are going to be slaughtered now. They are going to get absolutely pumped. They've got 12. They're going to have 12 men for the rest of the game. Bill Schwitz says this looks bad. Sport Action says Pups can't play next week as well. Who does the Storm play next week? I'm not too sure. I know the Rabbitohs play the Panthers, but I don't know who the Storm play. Dasmate says jerseys need to have players' names on them. Yes and no. Minty Rabbitoh says that sucks. Only been 12 minutes and he's off. Yeah, he's off. Aussie Mother says he's dead. Jeez, I can't believe Pappenhausen has been gone here. Fui Mayona, he knows he's gone here. Fui Mayona will know he's gone. Indiana Creek always says I think the NFL should go no pads. With the amount of hits they're allowed to do there, no. Dimitri Dress says they're going to have 11 for the next 10 minutes. No, they're going to have 12 for the next... Well, they're going to have 11 for the next 10 minutes and 12 for the 60 minutes after that. Because this is a send-off. Asio Houghton says, who do you think will win? Storm by 50,000 points. This is just dead set. Dan Rutley says, might be broken draw. Yeah, probably, man. Probably. It was a bad hit. Long Tennessee says, do you think Dragons will score? Not now, I don't. Not with 12 players for the rest of the game. But this is just dodgy. So Bunker has confirmed the try. No shit. Connor Watson says brain explosion. Stasmate says NFL players tackle head first. Yeah, exactly right. Milos Gramusa says go the Dragons. Well, geez. Time to go home. Dragons after this one now. But you got to feel bad for Pappenhausen. He finally gets back into the game for the first time in weeks, and he's gone already. Finally gets back into the game for the first time in weeks, and he will be gone already. Cameron says the Dragons have been very grubby, and it's only been 13 minutes. Yeah. Man in sin bin and probably a man sent off here. This is terrible here. He knows he's doing this. Fuimayona knows. He knows. So Pappenhausen will be stretched off here. Jeez, this sucks. Jeez, this sucks to see. Milos says Josh Adokar scores. Yeah, Adokar scores. The try's already been given. It's a try. But the Dragons know they're about to go down. But this does look bad for Pappenhausen. It just sucks. He's played 13 minutes from the last 5 weeks. He's been out for legit a whole month nearly. Sashin says this is a sad sight. It definitely is, yeah. A good amount of Storm fans there in that section. That's good to see. Good amount of Storm fans. Connor Waters says, who will goal kick? Geez, that's a good question. No Munster. No Pappenhausen. I don't know. Maybe Jerome Hughes. I don't know if he can kick the ball. I don't know who can kick the ball for the Storm. Digger says, has he moved yet? No, he's all right. You can see that he's moving his hand and he's crying and stuff like that. Fair enough, but the Dragons, unfortunately, should be down to 12 men for the rest of the game because that is bullshit grub of a play there. Bullshit grub of a play. Sport Atkins says Hines is back from HIA. Well, that's good. So at least, who goes to fullback for the Storm? Because Hines obviously is the 6 right now. So who goes to fullback? Are they going to put Adokar into fullback and somebody else to wing? Here we go. Send him off. You've got to send this man off. You've got to send Fuimayona off. You can't put him in the bin. You have to send him off here. You have to send him off for 70 minutes here. You have to send him off. You're off. Get out of here, you grub. That's disgusting play. He's off, so the Dragons will be down to 12 players for the rest of the game. 70 minutes against the Melbourne Storm with right now 11 players because Josh Maguire already in the bin for the next 8 minutes, mind you. But now the Dragons, for the rest of the game, Fuimayona will be off the field. Sport Action says Hines, fullbacks, and Jacks in the 5'8". Hines, fullback, and Jacks in the 5'8". Yeah, fair enough. That's actually... There we go. So, come on, man. So, okay, so who's kicking here for... Is this Jacks kicking? Sorry, Tyson Smoothie. Sorry, not Jacks. This is Smoothie kicking here for the Storm. Jeez, the Dragons. You wouldn't have wanted to tip them. My goodness me. So, from the sideline... And Smoothie will kick it too. Good on you, man. You know, it's funny how this Dragons team can make you go for the Storm. The Storm obviously had a very successful history. A lot of people dislike them, but after what just happened with Fuimayona doing that to Pappenhausen, literally 3 minutes after Josh Maguire got sin-binned for high tackle, you know, you definitely don't sympathise with the Dragons, and you definitely want the Storm to win by 400 in this game. Indiana Creek Walker says, BKR, it's 1:30 a.m. where I am. I'm about to go catfishing here in the States. I want to see your Titans upset these kittens, however. I want to see your happiness. Well, if the Panthers do obviously get done by the Titans, I'll be very happy, but it'll be a tough game, man. It'll be a tough game, but hopefully it happens. Hopefully the Titans can sneak it, but obviously that game is right after this. But Josh Adokar with the most tries of the season so far with 12 tries, and he will score a lot more today. And I know the Storm will be very, very, very eager to score more tries in this game. So, 11 men for the Dragons for the next 26 minutes. For 11 men for the next probably 6 minutes, 7 minutes. 12 men for the rest of the game. First tackle here for the Storm. 15 men out here from their own line. Jordan says, where was Smoothie when Munster was missing all those kicks? Yeah, exactly. Minty Rabbito says they took out a key player. Do you think that was deliberate? Absolutely. Absolutely. Phil May knew he was gone there. Absolutely. It's like what happened last week with Tedesco, and this is why this is happening, because Ania Kore, he deliberately tried Tedesco, and he didn't get even penalised, but here we go, Justin Adokar, get it to Olam. Oh, he's been taken over the sideline, damn it, so close. So close. Ravalawa nicely done there to stop that one. Indiana Creek Walker says, DraftKings got your boys at +20. I think that's disrespectful. Titans can definitely score. Oh, but geez, that was nice work there by Ravalawa to stop Adokar from clearly getting that ball into Olam. To be fair, I think Adokar puts his foot down before even Ravalawa puts his hands on him. Jordan says, yeah, it was obviously deliberate. Puppy didn't have the ball when he got knocked. Yeah, exactly right. It was a late tackle too. Lachlan Drury says, sin bin or send-off? No, it was a send-off, and it absolutely should have been a send-off, but the Dragons have 2 players off right now. They're only playing with 11 players at the moment. Lachlan Drury said, that's right. Carmatter says, what a season he could have had. Who, Pappenhausen? Yeah, I know. So left-hand side here for the Dragons. First tackle here, and they're going to get to the 45 minutes out here from their own line. They are in a world of shit right now, the Dragons. Bill Schwitz says, who are the Storm, the halves of the Storm now? Well, Nico Hines is going to come in here, but Jack's will be in the halves alongside Jerome Hughes. Cam Abbott says, was there any sin bins last game? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So third tackle here, Dragons, left-hand side, Jack Bird's away here. The Dragons are away here, Cody Ramsey. How have they found numbers? But they're going to lose that ball. It's going to go backward. It's going to be lost ball by the Dragons. But how are they finding numbers? Reece, someone says, is he all right? We don't know, man. We don't know what's happened. But obviously, he will not be back for the game, Pappenhausen. He got stretchered off the field. You were not allowed to come back when you get stretchered off, and I don't think it will. Dan Riley said he'll get 8 weeks. He'll get a lot of weeks there. He'll get a lot of weeks from him, owner. Especially under these new rules. He'll get a lot of weeks. Nath J says Dragons won a chance with 13, now 11. I know. I know, man. But then again, Pappenhausen out too. That really sucks for the Storm. But obviously, Eisenhuis comes on here for Pappenhausen. They're gonna be pretty light on players late on as well, though. But here we go, right hand side. Here come the Storm. I'm actually scared for this scoreline. What is Jack Bird doing? Jack Bird, what are you doing, brother? Relax before you get 10 players. How long in the game and how many players can you have off before it's a forfeit? Because the Dragons are playing dirty as shit right now. What's wrong with you guys? Second tackle for the Storm, right-hand side, Jerome Hughes. It's a 4-on-3 out here. Felice Kafusi goes through. 25 metres out here. Jeez, this is going to annihilate the Dragons. Points differential here. Third tackle here for the Storm, left-hand side. Nico Hines here. Underneath, gets it off to Jesse Bromwich. Oh, my goodness me. Bromwich has scored a try in the 9 jersey too, and the Storm are going to annihilate this Dragons team. That was so easy. Honestly, this is going to be easy. Mitch Rabbit says too easy. Reece Summerlin says I hope Dragons get 60 on them. It wouldn't surprise me. Look, they've got numbers every single time with the ball. Every single time they have the ball, you can see they had numbers out left, they had numbers out right, they have numbers in the middle. Crazy. Number 6 is cricket score. Absolutely. Adam Ottaway says why is Kenny Bromwich wearing number 9? I know that was really weird. I looked at that and I was like, that's why when I said Bromwich, I was like, I thought twice and thought, am I thinking of the wrong player here? Because why is Bromwich wearing the number 9 jersey? Because he's playing in the front row as he always does. Sport Agent says Storm don't even need the 18th man. Who is the 18th man? Because obviously the 18th man would be allowed to come in here because that was a dirty foul play and you're allowed to bring in the 18th man because of it. Indiana Creek Walker says, how long is his power play? Yeah, it's a hockey term, but you're going to enjoy this one, man. So the first sin bin was for 10 minutes, right? That means that it was a dirty play, but it was kind of like you're off for 10, but you can come back after 10. But Fui Mayono, he got sent off, which means he ain't coming back, and there's no substitutions. So that means the Dragons have to play with 12 men for the rest of the game, and the Storm get to play with 13 men for the rest of the game. However, Josh Maguire is still out for the Dragons, so that means they're currently playing with 11 players on 13, and that's just until, obviously, that sin bin is finished. But they got a red card, the Dragons. So here we go, Nico Hines from the left-hand side here, and he will miss the kick, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he will miss the kick there. So it will be 10-0 here to the Storm here with 22 minutes to go here of the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe if you're new around here. Nate J says, I spell another 70-10. Where are the 10 points coming for the Dragons? Where are the 10 points coming for the Dragons, my dude? But, geez, that was bad from Ben Hunt. My goodness. Athanasa says, how many days till Origin 1? I think it's usually about May 25th or June 15th. No, I think June 5th or something like that is when it usually happens. Indiana Creek Walker says, I don't think Dragons are going to score. Neither do I. Medvedev says, why didn't they have the same player kicking the conversions? I don't know, because they should have had Smoothie. Smoothie had a very good kick from that exact position just before. So Dragons will... Oh, my God, that's going to stay. That's going to go out of bounds here. Oh, my God, lucky for the Storm. But I'm scared, because they're going to score here. They're going to score every time they have the ball. TMH says, although the Dragons have one bend and a send-off, but I think the fact that the Storm are playing well with the injuries they have shows Bellamy's masterclass. You can't look at this game and talk about a masterclass considering that they're 13-11 right now. Like, no matter what, any team should be killed. Well, then again, we saw the Dogs struggle with 13-11 yesterday. Like, jeez. The Dogs fans, this is how your team should be performing with 13-11. Have a watch. So third tackle here for the Storm on the left-hand side. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's unlucky not to break away there. Fourth tackle here for the Storm. 45 minutes out from their own line. Right-hand side here. They're just literally spreading it every time. Christian Welch with the ball gets into the attacking half. Salarab says, I think Cody Ramsey going to get a try. But you wish Cody Ramsey's going to get a try. The Dragons aren't scoring nothing. Josh Maguire's back on here. And up it goes here for the Dragons to catch 15 metres out. And Dufty will get the ball here. And he's going to get slapped down about 25 metres out from his own line. I reckon someone else's Dragons will get more sin bins, probably. D-Mate says, looking forward to the Titans plays. Yeah, absolutely, man. I've streamed every single game this weekend, but not been able to get my own team played yet. So, yes, I'm very much looking forward to the next game between the Titans and the Panthers. So, but the only problem is that obviously this field has been torn to shreds because this field's actually holding up pretty well considering, but the field has also been torn to shreds from the fact that there's been 7 games before our game. So, right-hand side here for the Dragons, 40 metres out from their own line, 4th tackle. Daniel Sun says, BKR, if you had an NRL team, what player will be your fullback? Tommy Trebojevic. 4th tackle here, left-hand side. Here we go. Here we go. Left-hand side here for the Dragons. And they're taken down through Jack Bird. 45 metres out. No, push back to about 50. Oh, one-on-one strip. One-on-one strip. Oh, disagree. I disagree. I think he had that before I thought that he had that before the whistle was blown. I disagree with you. I disagree with that. I think he already had that ball in his hands before the whistle was blown. Indiana Quick Walker says, Titans get up early. Let's hope the start of the second half isn't how it's been in the past. A second half? What about the 20 minutes? First 20 minutes of the game, we're always the number 1 team in the comp, and then the next 20 minutes we are the worst team in the comp. Jordan says, is the Titans says Pennies on TV? Is this game on TV? If this game's on TV, then no, Titans Panthers won't be. If this game is not on TV, then yes, Titans Panthers will be. So 20 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. The Dragons, 15 minutes out here from the Storm line. Teammates says, I actually tipped the Dragons. Why? Why? Dragons here, left-hand side. Norman, he's going to still keep going here. 10 meters out. Thing is, I couldn't care less if the Dragons score here. Like, I will not commend the Dragons at any point in this game. I'll not make a positive comment on them because of how bullshit grubby they were in the first 10 minutes of this game. So Dragons here, right-hand side, goes long, Ravalawa will score a try. So Ravalawa will score on the right-hand side here, but I couldn't give a shit. I ain't going to celebrate the Dragons here. I ain't going to celebrate the Dragons after their bullshit in the first 10 minutes of this game by taking out Pappenhausen. So the Dragons will score here through Ravalawa down the right-hand side. It's 10-4 here to the Storm. Indiana Creek Walker says, wow, Committee Rabbit says, look out, not really. Look out, not really. But the Dragons will score down that right-hand side. And there we go. It just annoys me saying that them celebrate right now after what we've seen in that first 10 minutes of that game, especially Josh Maguire celebrating in there. Number 6, what a great try. What a great try. Went down the wing. Basic try. All right, so it's going to be 10-4 here with a kick to come to the Dragons from the right-hand side. But here we go. Here we go. Teammate says the Dragons' defense was just lazy early on. Yeah, absolutely. But in the same sense, the Storm will absolutely annihilate this still. 4 likes away from 30, guys. Come on, we've got 71 people here right now. Let's get 4 more likes to hit 30. Smack that thumbs up button. Cam Abbott says, that's all right. The Dragons still going to get smashed. Ethan's not here. Says, what happened in the first 10? The Dragons had a send-off and a sin bin. So they've got the sin bin back, but the send-off obviously is gone for the rest of the game. Daniel Sun says Rabbits will be a shit team next year after losing Adam Reynolds. I don't think they'll be shit, but they're also very confusing because I don't know who their halves are going to be. And they're going to whip that ball. He's going to miss the kick. So it will still stay at 10-4 here to the Storm. Anthony Willis says, hope the Dragons win. Sick of Melbourne domination. No, you don't. If you've watched this game and seen how bullshit they've been grubby, you wouldn't want the Dragons to be winning. Cam Abbott says, that's all right. The Dragons still going to get smashed. Emmy says, no two ways about it. Storm will thrash them. Absolutely. But it just sucks that Pappenhausen was blatantly taken out. But that was a nice little attempt there by Nico Hines. But unfortunately, just Ravalawa was always going to be too strong in that situation. Always going to be too strong there. Jordan says, yeah, can't wait to see Adam carry the Bronx next year. Yeah, but they've still got no hooker. They've got no... Their 5'8" isn't proven, and they've got a shit fullback. So it's like, I don't know outside of that for the Broncos. But 17 minutes 50 to go here first half. Could it be a game? I don't know. We'll see how they go. D-Mate says, funny seeing no one crap team in Manly beat the other crappy team, the Broncos. Manly aren't a crap team, man. Manly aren't a crappy team. Indiana Creek Walker says, I feel like the Storm will run up the score late. Well, first tackle here for the Dragons. Every time they've had the ball, they've had numbers. That's the thing. Every time they've had the ball. Dragons here down the right-hand side here, they're going to find some numbers here. See what's going on with the Storm here right now. Second tackle here, 40 metres out here from their own line, the Dragons. Left-hand side, the Dragons will go. Corey Norman with the ball. Gets it outside to Dufty. Dufty here. Looks for the inside. Gets outside and taken down about 45 metres out. The real Walmart says the Storm are lacking attack. Jordan says they need good ball chasers now for Adam. So right-hand side here, third tackle. Maguire gets that ball off here, and Vaughan will get taken down inside the attacking half on fourth tackle. Real White says that the Storm like an attack. Disagree. I think the Storm aren't like an attack. It is when they've had the ball, they've found the numbers. But the Dragons have still been able to get up, Corey Norman. Don't fake a high tackle there. Bullshit! Are you calling a high tackle there? Bullshit! Are you calling a high tackle there? The only reason you called a high tackle is because Corey Norman was doing this. As soon as he knew he wasn't getting a high tackle, he took his hand away, and then the ref gave a penalty, and then the ref gives a penalty there. What are you calling? Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Noah 6 says, where is the speed? I know, where's the speed right now? D-May says, I mean crap because I hate them. Minty Rabbit says, late penalty. So, 25 metres out here from the Storm line. The Dragons here with the ball. They have an attack. They have a chance to score here. Geez, the Storm aren't looking the goods right now. The Storm are not looking the goods. They have no seam, no direction, no defence at all right now. Collective World says, where is that Dragon fan guy? I'm not too sure. So, first tackle here, right-hand side. Oh, from Zakynthos in Greece. So, second tackle here for the Dragons. They're 11 metres out here from the line. Dragons left-hand side here. Here they go. Ben Hunt gets the ball. They've got 4-on-3 out there, but unfortunately they're going to cut back inside there through Jack Bird. He's going to get taken down 10 metres out here. Can the Dragons score right now? Third tackle here. Jack Bird gets it to McCulloch. McCulloch here passes it off to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt looks for the ball underneath, and Maguire. Don't let Maguire score of all people. He's going to get taken down here 4 metres out, 4 tackle. So Dragons with the ball 4 metres out. McCulloch passes at the right-hand side here. Olam straight out of the line here. Ben Hunt offloads the ball to Maguire. Maguire passes the ball back. It's going to be a long way back. Set restart. Set restart for the Dragons. Jeez, the referee is trying to get the Dragons back in this game. 15.5 minutes to go here the first half. The Dragons are set restart. Dingo says NRL's a joke now. Just absolutely is. First tackle here, left-hand side. Taken down, 4 metres short. Second tackle here for the Dragons. Here they come, left-hand side. McCulloch gets it to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt gets it back here underneath. They've got numbers here. Dufty kicks it through. And Randy's going to score a try in the corner. It's going to be 10-8 here with the kick to come. It's going to be 10-8 with the kick to come. The Dragons going to score again. Dragons going to score again here. It's going to be 10-8 here with a kick to come. And the Dragons going to score again here. So 15 minutes to go here the first half. 10-8 is the score. Sport Action says this is embarrassing. Yeah, it is embarrassing for the Storm. This is embarrassing. So left-hand side, they get it out. They've got numbers, clearly. I don't know what's going on here with the Storm. A man advantage, and they're still getting numbers, the Dragons, by a long way. Like, what is going on with this Storm defense? It is shocking right now. It is absolutely shocking. But Dufty kicks that ball through. Let's have a look here. And I'm pretty certain that he keeps his feet in. Oh, no! He's out, maybe. I think he's out here, Cody Ramsey. I think Cody Ramsey's out. This might be out here. I don't think this is going to be a try. I think this is going to be a no try here. I think this is going to be a no try here for the Dragons. I think his foot does go out. David Humble says, don't count the Dragons out try time. I will count the Dragons out. The Dragons can suck one. They're grubs. Sport Action says foot on the line, I think. Yeah, absolutely. I'll move past this Dragons bullshit after this week, but that's out. He's out here. Yep, he's out. He is out. So there'll be a no try here for the Dragons. With 14 minutes to go. Broccoli Weave says, I'm fuming right now. If you're a Storm fan, you would be fuming, but it'll be 10-4. Don't you worry. There is a no try. He clearly does go out there before Cody Ramsey does put his feet on the line. Yep. Unfortunately, there you go. So Minty Rabbit says no try. People Shoot says no try. It will be a no try here, guys. It will be a no try here. Unfortunately for the Dragons, they thought they had a try, but he will be out. Dimitri Dress says, well done, Jennings. The foot is down. Why are we still looking at this? What are we still looking at? This is clearly out. Yeah, he's out. So we'll be Storm here with the ball 10 metres out from their own line. Unfortunately for the Dragons, that will be no try. Jordan says, where is Dragons on the ladder? Dragons are, I think, in 7th. I think Manly jumped them because of their win against the Broncos. But I think they're in 7th. But if they lose this game, they could potentially drop to 8th. They can't obviously drop out of the 8 this week because the Titans are still in the 8. So no matter what with the Titans-Panthers game, Titans stay in the 8 as well. Sport Action says, Blaze, the NRL trying to be more clean like the AFL and Union. Kind of. Jimmy Bill says 6th. Oh, they're 6th apparently. Okay, so Manly didn't jump them. Okay, so they're 6th. So 15 minutes. Oh, so it must be, Manly's for and against must be pretty shocking then. What's the for and against difference between Manly and the Dragons? Because if the Dragons lose this game, they stay with Manly. But what's the for and against difference? So first tackle here for the Storm. They're 15 minutes out from their own line. They've got a man advantage here. They really need to be utilising it. Collective What's Place, you still like AFL? I don't understand why people ask me this. Of course I still like the AFL. I still watch the AFL. But I just don't stream it because I'm really focusing on the NRL this year. And then once I can obviously make this into a bit more of a career, I can start doing more sports. Third tackle here for the Storm. 30 metres out here, right-hand side. Jerome Hughes goes through. 40 metres out, fourth tackle. Dingo says Manly minus 13, St George minus 20, plus 24. Jeez, well, the Manly Seagulls would have loved if the Dragons were pumped in this game, but right now it's not looking crazy like that. But Bromwich is going to get taken down here, 15 metres out. It's a good tackle there by the Dragons. W said it's almost time, Blaze, for the Panthers to lose. Nice. Fifth tackle here, Jerome Hughes puts that ball up in the air, and Storm didn't make many metres there at all. Somebody who says, least the NRL could do is make the refs get a spine, so there's little to no back chat and complaints. Oh, no, please. No. We don't want the refs doing any more than what they need to do right now. They're already overutilising the sin bin rule. So let's not ask the referees to do more in regards to potential send-offs and sin bins. Second tackle here for the Dragons. They're 15 metres out here from their own line. Not making a great deal of metres here, though. Third tackle, it's going to be 20 metres out now. D-Mate says, well, if the NRL players had a bit more respect for the game when they earn millions, when majority of the time they shouldn't, then maybe people would enjoy the sport more. Dragons here left-hand side. Geez, this Storm defense on this right-hand edge is just shocking today. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons. Cody Ramsey passes the ball back to Corey Norman, who gets it to Josh Maguire. Collective World says, Blaze, what ladder the Storm in? Storm, I think, are in fourth, or third, maybe. I think the Rabbitohs may be in third, Storm fourth. I'm not too sure. It's either the Rabbitohs in fourth and Storm third, or I think Storm are fourth. So 13 minutes to go here, first half is 10-4 to the Melbourne Storm. First tackle here, left-hand side. And Jennings will get through there, 35 metres out here. Nate J says the Pap got smeared. Yeah, cool, man. It's a really dirty play, brother. So I'm not going to be laughing at that situation with Pappenhausen. Like, he clearly got really badly injured and stretched it off the field. So still going to make a joke, but in the same sense, it was a very, very dirty play from Phil Mayono. Fourth tackle here for the Storm, and that's why he got sent off. 45 metres out here from the Dragons line, and Nelson Savasalamanen with the run, gives it off to Kamita Tosaviti. Good run there. W says, George, 93,737 games in the NRL. There you go. So up it goes here. The Dragons with the ball. Oh, good take by Cody Ramsey. And don't put him back in line. It's going to be a penalty. 3 metres out here for the Dragons from their own line. And good defense here from the Storm to keep him down here. 5 metres out. Minty Rabbitoh says Storm will be third after this win. Okay, Storm will be third after this win above the Rabbitohs. But the Rabbitohs are in third right now, yes? All right, so third tackle here for the Dragons. 10 metres out, not making any metres here. I think if they wanted to win this game, they needed to score that try. But sure. Oh, Benny Hunt's going to get through there. No, last-ditch tackle there by the Storm. And out to the right-hand side here for the Dragons. McCullough gets it off, and now it's going to be Burns who gets taken down about 30 metres out. Jordan's some halfway there. Well, buddy, keep on grinding, man. Keep on grinding. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons. They're 25 metres out. Corey Norman gets out to the left-hand side. And, geez, his Storm defense on that right-hand edge is just shocking. They've got a man advantage, the Storm. So fifth tackle here, right-hand side. Corey Norman will get that ball to Ben Hunt, who's got plenty of time to make a decision on his kick, and he kicks it across the field. But Nico Hines with an easy take there in the fullback position. And out comes Jennings. Broccoli Weave says the Bulldogs. What about the Bulldogs? Oh, who is the wooden spoon this year? Oh, yeah, clearly the Bulldogs. So second tackle here. Oh, that's a high tackle nearly from the Dragons. Josh had a car with the ball. 45 metres out here from their own line. D-Mate says, Blaze, I reckon an interesting video for you to make would be if people if sport people earn too much. Oh, no. Josh had a car nearly breaks away. No, it is what it is. No. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, geez, it's going to hurt. Adekar's hurt there. I think he's done his hamstring or something like that. Oh, no. This sucks here for the Storm. Josh Adokar has been tackled in behind around the legs, and I think that his hamstring might have gone here. This sucks if it is true. Josh Adokar may have done his hamstring here. You could see him grab straight at it. And Maguire, of all people, I think it's okay, but the way he tackles, it puts him... Oh, man. You know, it is... Look, I know it's a fine tackle, but I know Josh Maguire's intentions there. He's a dog. He really is Josh Maguire. He really is a dog. Josh Maguire. We know what his intentions are. There. He's a grub, Josh Maguire. He's a grub. Josh Maguire. He just is. Realistically, this should be a bin, because you know his intentions are to hurt Josh Adokar there. Gee whiz. Yeah, Craig Bellamy knows it too. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows the intentions there. Hip drop, sin bin, R&B 4 Music says, well, it should be. There should be a 10 in the bin. If it's 10 in the bin, Josh Maguire should be sent off because he has had a bin already. Surely that's two sin bins he should be sent off, isn't it? Two sin bins in the send-off. Josh Maguire should be sent off here. This should be a send-off here. This should be a send-off here. Josh Maguire's come in to intentionally hurt a player there. I'm pretty certain 2 sin bins is a send-off. I'm pretty certain that 2 sin bins is a send-off here. It's on report. Okay, so not anything. So not a sin bin or anything. Okay, so it's on report, so you can clearly tell that it was a dirty move, but it's not going to be a sin bin or anything? Okay, cool, apparently. Sammy Sue says, of course, 2 sin bins is an automatic send-off. Ben Hunt, what are you complaining about? Shut up. So Storm here will get the ball. Josh had a card. I don't even know if he's on the field here, but I don't understand. So why is he on report for doing a dirty play, but that's not a sin bin? Because obviously he's come in there to deliberately hip drop a player. But cool, okay. Sporting says it was a sin bin in the Raiders game. Stop talking sense, sport reactions. First tackle here for the Storm on left-hand side here. Here come Nico Hines. Nico Hines steps through. Still going. 20 metres out here. Nico Hines with the ball. Second tackle. And that's going to be a set restart. No, not going to call it. So right-hand side here for the Storm. Underneath to Nelson to stop a Solomono. Gets past the 20-metre line. 15 metres out now. W says, how is that meant to help the Storm? I know, stupid. D-Match should be binned because that was very intentional. Very intentional. He's already been sin-binned in this game for being an idiot. Nico Hines gets it to Olam, and good stuff. The Storm score a try on the left-hand wing, and take that, Dragons. They deserve it after this game. They have been the most dirty team in this game that I've seen in a long time. Like, I have not seen a more dirty team in a long time than the Dragons this game. It's actually making me angry. I couldn't care less about this game. But I want the Storm to win based on how dirty the Dragons have been. TVW says, so now Storm lose one of their best players and Dragons just concede a penalty. Yep. So Storm will get the ball here, score a try, and it will be 14 to 4 here with the kick to come from the sideline. R&B 4 Music says, my sin bin team of the week, Whiten number 1, Mby number 2, Fui Mayone number 3, Schuster number 4, Tex Queen number 5, Croker number 6, Smoothie number 7. Smoothie hasn't been binned. Tyson Smoothie? Smoothie hasn't been binned, has he? When did Tyson Smoothie get binned? What? Lachlan Burr in the 8, Maguire in the 9, Offahan Gowie 10, Fitzgibbon 11, Tupanyoya in the 12, and Papali'i in the 13. But I'm putting... yeah, I don't know when Tyson Smoothie didn't get sin binned. Did he? In this game? Somebody says it's like the Dragons have no fire the way the game is going. D-Man says, what happened with Papali'i? Didn't see it. Oh no, that was a send-off. That was a send-off every day of the week. That was a send-off. He deliberately shoulder charged the head there. That says he touched some ankle, I think. No, Tyson's... Oh, you're thinking about Gamble. No, Tyson Smoothie is a Storm player. He hasn't been seen in this game. You're thinking about Tyson Gamble. Mikhail Ravalawa will go on report here. So he's on a dirty play here. What's with the Dragons here today? Have they gone and juiced themselves up or something like that? Have they gone and juiced themselves up and they're getting roid rage? Why are they being so dirty today? Oh my god, he came with a shoulder charge into the body. What the shit is going on with the Dragons? The whole Dragons team is on report, Bill Stewart said. They are. So Smoothie will now kick this and he'll miss that one. So 14 to 4. The Dragons are going to be lucky the Storm don't have any kickers right now because otherwise they would lose by 400. But there you go. So 14 to 4. He is the score with 8.5 minutes to go here. Storm go to the left-hand side there. And obviously Ravalawa goes in with the shoulder into Justin Olam's body. Like, I'm sorry, but that's... What is with the Dragons? Teammates is good on the Storm. Lost some respect for the Dragons today. Absolutely, bro. For a team to make you enjoy prefer watching supporting the Storm despite their success, there's a problem. Dimitri Dress said he probably meant Tyson Gamble. Yeah, he would have meant Tyson Gamble. So Storm will get the ball here inside their own try line here, and Kami Kamitha will run this ball out, and he'll run it straight at Josh Maguire. Would love Josh Maguire to get slapped up in this game. Jordan says, Dragons on too much Powerade. I know, it's crazy. They're just so dirty in this game. And I don't usually see the Dragons as a dirty team. Nelson Solomon just absolutely slapped Jack Bird. Dragons aren't usually a dirty team. So right inside here, Jerome Hughes with the ball, gets it off to Felice Kafusi. And Kafusi with a nice little run there. Bill Short says, I can't believe how the Storm have great depths to cover even in the middle of the game. Yeah, no, crazy. Who did the Storm play next week? I think I heard it before, but who did they play? Jerome Hughes gives it off. Left-hand side, Nico Hines. Nico Hines gets it out to Justin Olam. Olam steps on the inside, steps on the outside. Still going here. Taken down. Was that nearly the same tackle that Ravalawa just made? Did Ravalawa just make the same tackle with his shoulder? Surely not. Surely not. Sammy Souza says, and I thought the Storm were growers, but the Dragons are something else. I know. Fifth tackle here. Jerome Hughes puts that ball up in the air. Can the Storm get there before the Dragons? Good take by Cody Ramsey. You got to appreciate that from Cody Ramsey. Jordan says, I used to think the Bulldogs or Eels were the dirtiest team, not going to lie. Bulldogs have always had an infamously dirty team, but now that they're so average, they don't really have the ability to be as dirty. But then again, they could be dirty because when you're average, you want to take your frustrating out on someone. But I guess that's the Dragons today. They want to take out all the best players so they've got a chance to win the game. RC Calabria says, hello, man. Hello, mate. How you doing? Dimitri Dress says, Ravalawa just shoulder charge again. That's what I'm saying. I think it was the same tackle. That's what I'm saying. I think it was the exact same tackle that he got on report for. Like, Dragons try to offload that ball, 4 tackle here, 30 minutes out from their own line, and set restart here for the Dragons. Jeez, this ref is loving these set restarts for the Dragons. Broccoli Weaver says, I never hate the Dragons more. It's crazy. I don't mind the Dragons. I like the Dragons, but holy shit, they've been crazy dirty today. Ravalawa has the ball taken down 40 minutes out here from the line. Parramatta Eels says Eels vs Warriors was the only game without sin bin. Yeah, it was. Obviously, Titans Panthers still to come, but you'd be a bit nervous about BRISBANE kick out, and you'd be a little, maybe Tyrone Peachy or something like that. But in the same sense, like, I don't even know why I said Peachy, to be honest with you. I don't see any Titans players with the history, but you'd be nervous about BRISBANE kick out for the Panthers. 4th tackle here for the Dragons. Right-hand side, Ben Hunt gets off to Dufty. Dufty here still going. 15 minutes out. Dufty's still going. Ravalawa will score. So it will be 14-8 here with the kick to come. I hate seeing this Dragons team after what they've done today celebrate. I do. Jordan says, someone explain set restart to me. So basically, ruck infringement, holding down too long, trying to grab at the ball, stuff like that. Yeah, basically just infringing the ruck and slowing the play down or get a set restart. Vicky Strata says Panthers will probably beat the Titans. It'll be a close game. I think it'll be closer than you imagine, especially with the state of the field. But the field is done pretty nicely to keep it as good as it is. But that was a nice play from Dufty to get it out to Ravalawa, and that's a definite easy try there for Ravalawa on the wing. Aiden Hammond says, I haven't seen the Dragons play this well. Brother, don't start me on this Dragons team. They've been the dirtiest pieces of shit in today's game. Like, don't be talking about having the Dragons playing this well. The Dragons have been so damn well dirty. They should have had more sin bins than what they've got already. They've already got a send-off. They've had a man who deliberately took out Ryan Pappenhausen get sent off. There's been only one sin bin, despite the fact that Josh Maguire also tried to take out another player with a hip drop. And also, Ravalawa is coming in with a shoulder charge on 2 separate tackles and only got reported for one of them, even though they were the exact same tackle. Literally 2 minutes separated. So don't talk to me about this Dragons team being positive. Minty Rabbit said, I just want to see a good game. I do too, but like, gee whiz, they're dirty as shit. So, Dragons will score a try here, and they will get the conversion from the sideline. So it will be 14-10 here. 14-10 here with 4 minutes 40 to go. Dasmate says Dragons are not good. Jordan says if Broncos can come close to beating the Pennies, I'm sure Titans will do good. I think that's different though. I think that's different. They're 2 different teams, man. 2 different completely games. Noah 6 says Keegan Hipgrave is my favourite player. Yeah, he's alright. Obviously, he has some issues, but he does his job. He's an enforcer kind of player. He's an enforcer kind of player. D-Mate says this is frustrating seeing the Dragons score. It's not frustrating seeing the Dragons score, but it's just annoying seeing them happy after how they've been today. I would have loved to have seen the Dragons sneak an upset in today's game if it wasn't for the fact that they've been just absolute pure grubs. But 4.5 minutes to go here, the first half. It's 14-10 to the Storm. Icon of Water says I'm starting to hate the Dragons. Like, it's one game, man. Like, don't get too ahead of yourself. Obviously in this game, like, get ahead of yourself, but like, don't get too ahead of yourself in long term. Like, this team doesn't usually put. This is why I'm so confused. I'm very confused in this game. It doesn't make sense to me because the Dragons are not normally a dirty team. By the way, guys, 5 likes away from 40. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. We've got 72 people here right now, so I know we can get another 5 more likes at the minimum. And obviously, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, guys, I'll be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys. But 3rd tackle over the Dragons. They're 30 metres out from their own line. And taken down here, 35 metres out. TSM says, can't wait for Panthers vs Titans. Maybe the best team win, sorry. Yeah, hopefully it's a good game. 5th tackle here for the Dragons. They're 45 metres out from their own line. Left-hand side they come. McCulloch with the ball. Puts it up in the air. And that's a pretty... Oh, the bounce is going to set up perfectly there for the Dragons. But the Storm will grab the ball here 5 metres out from their own line. Jimmy Bill says, can deny the fact they're down a man and matching it with the Storm. Matching it with the Storm after they took out their best player, my dude. They took out their best player. The Storm don't have Brandon Smith, Harry Grant, Munster, and they deliberately took out Ryan Pappenhausen. So yes, absolutely, I can still say that the Dragons are matching it with a depleted Storm team. They don't have any of their best players. And Josh Adokar, is he even on the field right now? Sorry, Josh Adokar also got taken out by Josh Maguire. So please on the positivity of the Dragons. They've taken out 2 players in this game, the Dragons, plus the Storm already have no Harry Grant, Munster, Brandon Smith, nobody, right? So please, 3 minutes to go here the game. 5th tackle here for the Storm. 3 minutes to go here the first half, sorry. Right-hand side comes to Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes puts that ball up in the air. Like, come on, lads, come on. You're a Dragons fan. Like, it's all well and good to back your team and defend your team because I am coming at them. But like, come on, lads. Like what? Like they're literally. Josh Adokar has just come back onto the field. Sport Action says, "Thank God Fox is fine, but we won't return." But who won't return? So second tackle here for the Dragons. 30 metres out from their own line. Left hand side to Corey Norman. Corey Norman gets it off to Tarek Sims, and Sims gets taken down 35 metres out here from his own line. 2.5 minutes left here. Third tackle. Jimmy Bell says, "I won't cover the Storm." That's cool. You don't cover the Storm, but it's a fact. It is a fact. Right? So it's like, it's all well and good to get behind the Dragons, but it's a fact that this is not the Storm. Like, this is a B-grade young Storm team that have none of their players. So right-hand side here, Kami Kamitha takes down Duffy at 40 metres out here from the line. Kind of what it says, Fox is back. Yeah, he's back on the field. So fifth tackle here, Corey Norman gets it off to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt's going to step inside there, and that ball's going to go straight to Jerome Hughes, and that's going to be a penalty here to the Dragons. Penalty here to the Dragons. Demetrius, you know it's bad when I have to go for the Storm now. Demetrius says, "Take a good look, Maguire. The Fox is back." Yeah, so what's he going to do? Are you going to come in and do another dodgy tackle? So minute 43 here. Ajin says, "Hi, hello Ajin." So Dragons with the ball here, 30 metres out here from the Storm line. Kind of what it says, that was a flop. Nah, look, I think he got basically taken away from the ball there. I think that as he was trying to get through, the Storm players basically made him a sandwich and tripped him up. So I think that's a fair enough penalty. Second tackle here for the Dragons, 20 metres out here from the Storm line. Josh Maguire puts it out to the right-hand side here. And underneath, it gets to the Dragons, 10 metres short. They get it out to Maguire. Don't let this piece of shit score. Do not let that piece of shit score. 4 metres short here from the line. Third tackle here for the Dragons. 4 metres out. A minute to go here in the first half. Left-hand side for the Dragons. Ben Hunt gets off to Norman. Norman here back to Benny Hunt. Benny Hunt, 15 metres out here. Got nothing really on there. And Kerr will get taken down about 15 metres short on fourth tackle. 55 seconds left here. It's going to be Josh Maguire from dummy half. Gets off to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt kicks it through. And Jerome Hughes gets the ball. Bit of a gap here. Bit of a gap here for Jerome Hughes. Gets off to Nico Hines. Nico Hines away here. Nico Hines away here. Looking for Jerome Hughes underneath, but he will get taken down there before he can get away. Nico Hines will pick the ball up and give it up to Adokar. They're all offside there. Cody Ramsey was not straight at marker, but they're not going to call it anyway. Second tackle here for the Storm. 45 metres out here. Right-hand side, Jax is going to have to go. He goes out there. They've got obviously numbers out there because they do have that man advantage still. Jerome Hughes is going to kick it down through, but there's enough players there for the Dragons to stop that. I don't really know what the idea there was, but that will be Dragons with the ball 5 minutes out, and that will be the halftime score. That will be the halftime score. So Cody Ramsey with the ball on first tackle. He's going to spread it out left, and Ravalawa here with the ball. They're going to try and score here from 5 minutes out on their own line, but they're not going to be able to do it. 6 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will be taken down 23 metres out. So, halftime score 14-10. Dragons, the dirtiest piece of shit team I've ever seen in today's game, but I won't hold it against them for longer than this because I don't usually see them as this dirty team. But well done for them to at least be sticking in a game against a B-grade Melbourne Storm team to make it a 14-10 game with 12 players because they are still 13-12, mind you. So guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 50 likes before the end of the first half, before the end of half time. And let me know your thoughts in the chat about the game so far. Vicky Strata says Dragons are targeting all the Storm's good players. Absolutely. D-Mate says much respect when the Storm just keep playing footy whilst the Dragons play dirty. Look, I will say this. As much as I've come at the Dragons today, and as much as I've said that they are just pieces of shit in today's game, the fact of the matter is that they are still 13-12. Yes, obviously they've taken out players from Storm, and the Storm don't have all their best players. But 13-12 in any, 13-12 in any game is still impressive to be sticking in the game. Especially when you're not exactly a great team. So it's good to see. It is good to see that the Dragons, despite them being dirty as shit, are doing well with 12 men on the field, but it is against a very baby Storm team. Milos says Dragons are coming back. Noah 6, I don't know why you keep talking about basketball, brother. Like, we're not watching basketball right now. Solify says Dragons are doing better than I thought with a man down. Like, yeah, they are. Trent Jenkins says people still bother to watch League. Yeah, man, we enjoy it. We love it. I don't know what you're doing here if you don't like the league. Sammy Susan says that first half was loaded with foul play, especially from the Dragons. Only from the Dragons. Don't remember seeing the Storm do anything wrong there. Aiden Hammond says, I really want the Dragons to win. I really don't. Mila says, Bora. Asta says, sup, bro. LMA, how you doing? Parramatta Ill says, what was that kick from Hunt? Yeah, look, it was odd. And it was also a really odd kick from the Storm there on third tackle, about 40 metres out. Asta says, hello, Blaze. Hello, mate. DMH says, I really only watch the NRL games. It'll be interesting to watch. Well, most games this week have been interesting. Manly Broncos was meant to be interesting, but it wasn't. Dragons Raiders was meant to not be interesting, and it was. This game was meant to relatively not be interesting, and it kind of was, and it kind of isn't. I'm not too sure how to read this game really pre-game. The Roosters Cowboys was meant to be interesting, and it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. So, every game in the NRL can be interesting. Every game in the NRL can be interesting, but overall, it's like, no, overall this weekend's not exactly had the greatest games on offer. Christina says, I'm a Dragons fan. Well, congratulations. I will unfortunately be tearing apart your team this whole stream, but in the same sense, I don't hate the Dragons. It's just this one game that's been dirty. Jay, somebody says, can you stream the actual game? Due to broadcasting restrictions, man, common sense, it is illegal to show you the game. That's why you can't find it on YouTube and you can't find it on anywhere else besides KO. It is $25 for the month. It's not really that much. But unfortunately, no one on YouTube or Twitch will be able to show you the game because it is illegal. Indiana Creek Walker says, how do you see the second half playing out? Storm should win. They are up a man, but obviously, like I said, they have no players that you... Obviously, their entire spine is screwed right now besides Jerome Hughes. They don't have a Harry Grant. They don't have a buddy Ryan Pappenhausen, who was here. They don't have Cameron Munster. Adokar has just come back, but their whole team is just frazzled right now. So, as much as you want to commend the Dragons, you should also commend the damn well Storm because they've got a significant amount of injuries and they're still beating a first-grade squad. Tasmate says, sorry to hear that, Christina. Tasmate in with a slap. D-Mate says, I used to watch every sport and every game, but I've lost respect for certain players. I think they earn too much, and especially the NRL with its stupid new rules. Bro, people complain about the too much money shit. It's never going to change. It never, ever will change. Never, ever. So it's like you just need to move on from that, man, because by people watching the sport, the more people who watch the sport, the more money that the players are going to get because they are the main stars. It's like actors. When actors make a movie, they get a lot of money because they're the ones who people are watching and they like to watch them, right? So it's pretty basic. But yeah, if you don't like it, that's cool. But in the same sense, you need a lot of skill to be at the professional level. You need a lot of skill. Samuel Allen says the Dragons are very entertaining to watch today. No, the Dragons are being pieces of shit today. The Dragons are being pieces of shit. They've been very dirty and disgusting individuals today, but at least they're keeping a game of it at 14-10. Noah 6 says, BK, I want to see my Queensland 1-13 side. May as well go. Throw it out. Throw it out, man. Throw it out. Bill Schwartz says the game's on 9 for free. Yeah, this is the 9 game. You guys should be able, if you don't have KO or anything like that, you can watch it on Channel 9 right now. And obviously just mute that and listen to me. Jacob says, shut up. Oh, you got me, bro. Oh, man, that hurts. Oh, my goodness me. I might as well just turn the stream off. He's told me to shut up. My goodness me. Mitch Rabbit says, I thought Melbourne would have been up by 20 points at half-time. Probably would have if it wasn't for dirty play. John says, Bula bro, bula. Vadava setiko, toso viti. Samui Souza says, 6 again. Rule makes sense. Other new NRL rules introduced. Nada. No, the new NRL rules can make sense, but it's just overused, I think. I think that it's done at too much of a strict level in regards to the sin bins, but the new rules do make sense on a long-term player welfare level, is what I would say. Milos says, who do you think will make the grand final? Panthers and Storm. Nate J says, our past of the Storm has been atrocious. Dragons playing dirty, but we've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose, but that doesn't make an excuse to be as dirty as they have been. Dasmate says, Dylan Napa will be in the Queensland team if he's healthy. Absolutely goddamn not. D-Mate says, I know it takes a lot of skill and I still love the sport and I get how the whole finance stuff works, but I believe that people such as teachers and cops should earn just as much. I disagree. Obviously, on a basic level of saying, do these people deserve more? Yes, of course, because they're more impactful to society. And yes, you would love, obviously, teachers and people who go, in the army and, cops and all that type of shit. Yes, obviously, they deserve this kind of money, but it's never going to happen because of the... it's just never ever going to happen. So it's impossible to talk about because it's never ever going to happen. Because look at the amount of players that get paid this compared to the amount obviously here, and it just doesn't make sense. But yes, on a basic level of saying who deserves it more, yes, of course, teachers and cops and all that type of shit deserve it. But I shouldn't say all that type of shit. But all those type of jobs do deserve it more, but it's never going to happen. So you don't dwell on it. Mr. Masso says, Fuyamano send-off sent my house crazy. Well, it was deserved. It was absolutely a send-off. Every day of the week, that was a send-off. So I hope that was going crazy in a frustrated sense. But there was absolutely a send-off. It wasn't anything wrong with it. D-Mate says, that's all I do. Get what you're saying. It's a very complicated topic. It is, but it never happened. Aiden Hammond says, I can't believe Pappenhausen got hurt. I can, because Fuyamano is a dog. Sammy Souza says, Ravalawa's dodgy tackling might cost him a chance of being the Fiji Barty squad for the World Cup. I think Ravalawa gets into the Fiji Barty team. I don't think you could take him out. Ravalawa will obviously partner. Who will be on the other wing there for Fiji? Is it who's another winger in the comp right now for for Fiji. Obviously, you look at them. Who's the other? There's another winger in the Fiji in the comp right now who's Fijian, isn't he? I can't think of his name right now though. Athanasa says he's Adakar off. No, Adakar came back on after the dodgy tackle there by after Josh Maguire tackle. Sivo, sorry, that's the one. Yeah, Marcus Sivo. Yeah, baby. Yeah, obviously Marcus Sivo will be partnering Ravalawa. And then in the halves are the questionable one because obviously you've got Brandon Wakeham who mainly plays the New South Wales Cup and can't even get into the Dogs team. So, that's an issue. If you can't even get into the Dogs team and you're going to be playing in the World Cup for your nation and you can't get into the worst team in the comp. He played on the weekend and they still lost. So, D-Match says, I have a feeling that winner of the first Origin Melbourne will win the series. Well, the thing is, right, and I'll do previews for this, but you got to remember with Origin, right, is that Queensland never do well when it's outside of Queensland and New South Wales. Queensland have a good record in New South Wales. Queensland have a good record in Queensland, obviously. But when it goes to Perth, when it goes to Adelaide, when it goes to Melbourne, New South Wales usually win. Queensland don't usually travel that well. So realistically, Queensland would prefer it to be the old way of it being Queensland, New South Wales, Queensland, and then the next year be New South Wales, Queensland, New South Wales, because Queensland still always had a chance there. But unfortunately, Queensland just really struggled to win away from home. I know last year they won in Adelaide, whatever, cool. That was one in a blue moon. Ashton Ellis has two big, strong Fiji wingers. Fiji are always going to have a very good backline, especially centres, especially wingers and stuff like that. Forwards are also going to be quite decent, but besides Viliami Kikau, I couldn't name you a great deal. Kami Kamitha will obviously probably play there as well. But besides those two guys, the forwards I can't really think about too highly right now. Hooker Roll obviously goes to Apikotosau, which he's fantastic. We all know that. But their halves are the biggest issue. The halves are the biggest issue there for the Fijians. Dazmate says Perth in 2019 was good. Perth in 2019 was okay, but New South Wales obviously flogged Queensland, so that's defending my point. I'll read what she's reading. Says Fiji makes strong big boys. Yeah, of course they do. It's the way, obviously, Fiji life is. And also, obviously, if you go to Fiji, you know what I'm referring to when I say that. Fiji are a dark horse, but in the same sense, they're not a dark horse to win it. They're a dark horse to make the prelims. They're very good at making, semis in Rugby League World Cup, but they're a very good team in world footy, but no one's as good as Australia. It's just like that, unfortunately. Aiden Hammond says, who do you support? I'm a Titans fan, my dude. From the Gold Coast, so I'm looking forward to the next game, but obviously we stream every single game here. Come on, guys, 3 more likes to hit 50 before the end of the half time. Let's smack that thumbs up button. Nath J says, Ravalawa is a gun. No way he misses Fiji squad. Yeah, absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Stevie Siamanu says, who's winning? The live score is right below us, my man. It's half time. Storm are up 14-10, but the Dragons still have a man off for the rest of the game. Lucas says, how about New Zealand for Rugby League World Cup? Look, I think New Zealand aren't as good as they used to be. I think that if I'm going to be worrying about a team as an Australian, and obviously I would prefer another team to give us a crack, because obviously Australia has the main competition. It's always going to be Australia as the number one favourite because of the fact that the NRL is here. But I'm looking more so at Tonga or the islands, right? I'm more so looking at Tonga, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, all that type of stuff. No, New Zealand obviously are always going to be there. England are always going to be there, but I'm not. I don't feel threatened by New Zealand or England in regards to the Rugby League World Cup. I feel maybe a bit threatened about Tonga, but in the same sense, they have a lot of issues that are going off the field. So there's a lot of things that go into that. A lot of things that go into that worry, I guess. Dasmate says people overrate Tonga a bit because they beat us once. No, people don't talk about Tonga because of that one game. People talk about Tonga because they were fantastic in the Rugby League World Cup. They've got a fantastic forward line. But they don't really have halves, and I'm not too sure who their fullback is. I'm not too sure about their back line overall. Obviously, Tony Staggs will probably be their half, but in the same sense, he's he played one game for Tonga? He doesn't play in the halves for the Broncos, but will next year. Is a centre there. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure who their halves are. I'm not too sure who their fullback is. And I'm not even too sure who their hooker is. Who's their hooker at Tonga? Will James says it's going to be a close game. Maybe. Minty Rabbit says Latrell Mitchell's back next week and we're going to need him. Yeah, against the Panthers, absolutely. Yeah, but Viliami Kikau might be getting taken out. Johnny says, do you watch every game? Yeah, pretty much, man. I've streamed every single game this weekend, yeah. DMH says, Blaze, can I ask your opinion on the Cowboys' future? I'm not scared by them. I don't think that they've made the right halves choices. Chad Townsend did, and the most bland half choices I've seen in my life. Like, all well and good if you're a Cowboys fan, you want to believe in them, that's cool, but I personally don't think that that's the right movements there by the Cows, in my personal opinion anyway. I think that they've gone for two halves that are relatively similar, and just aren't really exciting, put it that way. Sammy Sue says, Tonga's own pool is a pool of death. Who knows who will be runner up after them? I'm not too sure what's the group stage is looking like. I don't even know. Stevie Simano says, Cowboys almost won last night, but Roosters just won. Cowboys never almost won. The Roosters won. The Roosters won that game by a lot. Cowboys, it's all well and good to say they almost won, but realistically they didn't. Like, the Roosters missed 4 or 5 of their conversions and still won by 14. Right, so Aiden Hammond says, I hope the Titans win just for you. Appreciate it, my dude. It'll be a good game later on. Hopefully the Titans can stick in. I think it's a danger game for the old Penrith, but it is a very difficult game for the Titans to win with no David Fafita. Ashnell says Sharks were robbed because they said Chad did a crush on Cody Walker. I'm not even going to bother with you. I'm not even going to bother with you in regards to this because the Sharks weren't robbed. The Rabbitohs were the better team. Simple as that. Sammy Souza says Tonga's own pool is a pool. That's right. I already read that. Team H says, yeah, I think that Dearden and Townsend are similar players. I just think they're not exciting players. You need a bland, basic, kind of get the job done half, like a Michael Morgan, who is very good when he has a very good half next to him, but is also very bland when he's not got a very good half next to him. When Thurston left, obviously, he went downhill massively. When he was playing for Queensland, he had a very good half alongside him, but obviously he completely fell apart after that, right? So there we go. Malachi says, well, not completely fell apart, but just hasn't hit the same form that he was when he had a good half alongside him. Johnny says, is this the only sport you watch? Lately it has been on the channel, but when I also do work, so I can't do as many sports as I would ideally want to do, but we do baseball outside of this, Premier League and stuff like that. Rugby union, I definitely want to get back into, and AFL obviously as well, but for the time being, I haven't been able to get into it because I do have another job. So once we can get big enough, man, I will do a daily for all different sports. Lucas says, who's the most impactful player at the Titans? I would say most impactful this year has been Corey Thompson and David Fafita, obviously. AJ Brimson should be with his fullback. I would love to see our halves step up, but realistically they haven't yet. So, the impactful player really does come down to Brimo on a consistency level from last year and year before that. David Fafita and Corey Thompson. Corey Thompson's obviously out, and so is David Fafita. But I would say overall, Corey Thompson has been so far this year, but with David Fafita obviously very close in behind or even in front. Katuka says Illawarra doing better than the Warriors. Come on, Dragons. Nah. Sammy Susan says Fiji have Australia, Scotland, Italy, if you mean the pools. Shit, that's a difficult pool there for Scotland and Italy. Holy shit. Jeez, Fiji have Australia, Scotland, Italy. Wowee. Stevie Siamanu says, do you think Samoa will win the Rugby League World Cup? No, I don't. I think they've got a team, but in the same sense, who's their 4-pack? Who's the Samoa 4-pack? They should have a good 4-pack. Samoa is always known for having good 4-packs, but in the same sense, who's their 4-pack? Sheila Bonington says, I'm at the game. TW says, clearly be complimenting the Titans. Of course, that's what NRL players do. They always compliment the opposition team and say they have a chance to win and all that type of shit. Lucas says Foggy's been good. Disagree. I think the Foggy's been okay. I don't think he's done what he has done in previous years, like previous year. Last year he was good. I think he did well, but I don't think he's done as much as you'd like him to do this year. I think that overall he's been a little bit average this year, but plenty of space to move up. I know he has the ability, but there's still a long way to go for him, unfortunately. Nate J says, NRL need a Papua New Guinea team and Fiji team in the next few years. In my opinion, would be great for the game, and they both deserve it no matter how they play. Well, Fiji has just been added into the New South Wales Cup. Well, not this year. I think they're in the lower grades, but New South Wales Cup next year, I believe it is. It was meant to be last year, but then obviously we all know what happened last year. Papua New Guinea have had a team in the Queensland Cup for a few years now and actually won the Queensland Cup at one stage, I think. Didn't they? Maybe. I think so. PNG have a lot of issues around getting a team in. Obviously, they would be the most ideal team to be able to bring in on all perfect level, but there's a lot of issues with bringing Papua New Guinea in as a team in regards to transport, financial issues, a lot of things outside of the game. Fiji is obviously a plan for the long-term future, but that's a long-term future. That's like a good 10, 15, 20 years away. We aren't talking about tomorrow with Fiji. I'm proud Fiji, but obviously that won't be happening anytime soon. But obviously it's great that Fiji and Drua have been added into the Super Rugby for next year, so at least we've got a team in a top-tier competition. Lorenzo Astano says, hi guys. Sorry, I just tuned in. What happened to Pappy? Fui Maono deliberately took him out with a high shot. He's been sent off for the game. He was gone at 10 minutes, and the Dragons still been able to stick in this one. But the Dragons have had a send-off and a sin bin in this game. Both very fair. Anthony says, hello from France. Bonjour, my man. I hope you're well over there in France right now and keeping safe. Ashton Nalla says, who you going for in this game, Anthony? Ashton Nalla says, first half Rabbitohs were better, second half Sharks. Yeah, still lost, and the last 20 minutes of the game, the Rabbitohs were the better team. That's why they won by a decent margin. margin despite the 6-point deficit at one stage. Lorenzo Sana says, it is that's bad for Pappy. Yeah, he won't be bad. He was carried off in a stretcher, unfortunately. So here come the Dragons, guys. They're coming back out into the field, and the Storm will be very soon after. Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, guys. And like I said, we're giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys. So obviously, subscribe and let's get it up there. Aurelia says, Dragons off to win. Good luck. Milos says, it is nearly the second half. Yeah, we're just waiting here for the Storm to come out. At least Pappenhausen's sitting up right now. He looks okay. But obviously, he's not happy with how the game went today. D-Mate says, I have a feeling the Dragons will sadly come back and win. I don't. I think the Dragons still come... the Storm still come and win this. Duffy says, Papa is emotional. That's sad. Yeah, he is emotional. But of course he's going to be emotional when what happened was a deliberate takeout. Dirty player. Shirley Boddington says, who do you think is going to win the game? Storm. And I still say Storm by 13 plus. I'm still going to say Storm by 13 plus. But here we go, guys. Second half will be underway, and the Storm will be kicking the ball off to the Dragons. Bill Schmidt says he looks like he's contemplating retirement. Pappenhausen is no way on earth contemplating retirement. Sammy Caesar says, I'll leave PNG and Fiji as future options until further notice for future NRL expansions. I think right now the priority for the NRL is obviously this Redcliffe team that will happen 2023, I think they're coming in. And obviously New Zealand as a second team down in the South Island versus the North Island rivalry there. So here we go. Second half has started. The Dragons will start off with the ball here. 20 minutes out here from their own line. Mark O'Brien says, we need to get you in a real comp box. Now, see, the thing is, man, if I did that, obviously it'd be great. But in the same sense, I would want to do it for BKR Sport. Because if I did it for Channel 9 or Fox Sports or stuff like that, unfortunately, I can't say what I want to say. With what BKR Sport, I can say what I want to say because I am my own boss. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've, with commentators, I can't actually speak to you guys because there are sometimes a lot of trolls and shit like that. So it's very difficult. That's why it's perfect what I do here. Because it's able to interact with you guys and I can say whatever I want. So 4 tackle here, 40 metres out here from their own line, the Dragons. Josh Maguire with the ball. He gets it off to the number 14 here for the Dragons. Gets it off to Corey Norman down the left-hand side here. D-Mate says, if you pick a current NRL team to invest in, who would it be and why? Titans, because they're awesome. 5th tackle here for the Dragons. Right-hand side, Ben Hunt will put this ball up in the air. And it's a big old bomb there, but should be an easy kick here for the Storm. And Josh Adokar will pick this ball up, and he'll step on the inside, step on the outside. Here he goes. He's still going here, and he'll get out to about 40 metres out from his own line. Nugget says, who do you think will win the grand final? Panthers. AJ says, I agree with you. What you said about the NRL should pay for both Fiji and Papua accommodation and travel with how much they love footy. It's the least NRL can do. Well, no, this isn't a charity. Just because a country loves the NRL doesn't mean the NRL should be sacrificing their finances to guarantee a team. No. This isn't a charity. So left-hand side here for the Storm. Here they go. Nico Hines down the left-hand side. Here we go. Justin Olam steps on the inside. The big Papua New Guinean strongman taken down. Duffy says, Blaze, you know how you sign with the Titans when you're making your debut tomorrow. 4 tackled here for the Storm. 25 minutes out, sorry. Here we go. Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes gives it outside to Felice Kafusi, who's taken down inside the 20. And Nugget says, who do you go for? I'm a Titans fan, my dude. So here we go. Right-hand side, Storm with the ball. Jerome Hughes gets it off, and he kicks it through. That's going to be played at. That's going to be Storm with the ball here. That's going to be played at here by the Dragons. The Storm will get the ball here 10 minutes out, I think. Oh, no, apparently it's not going to be played at. I thought he put his leg out there. D-Match says, have you gotten any sports games yet? What do you mean? So Jerome Hughes gets that out. Let's see if he puts his leg up here. So, no. Oh, Duffy does kick his leg out. There. I'm not going to lie to you. Duffy does kick his leg out there. Nate says, New Zealand getting a second team just means 2 teams of false hope. 2 teams of false hope in New Zealand. Fair enough, to be honest with you. Stevie Siamano says Storm could beat the Panthers. They could, but they didn't. So they've already played this year, and the Panthers did win that game. So 37 minutes to go here of the game is 14-10 to the Storm. Left-hand side of the Dragons, but I think the Storm should have had that ball. Duffy clearly put his foot out there to stop that one going through. Nugget says, who do you think will win between Eels and Manly? I think it'll be a good game. I think the Eels probably just, but honestly, I don't rate them anywhere near as good as people have been rating them out. 7 restart here for the Dragons. Duffy taken down here 40 metres out from their own line. Johnny says this should be an easy game for the Storm. It should, but in the same sense, they don't have all their players, lads. Munster's not playing. Pappenhausen was taken out early in the game. Harry Grant's gone. Who else has buddy gone? Pretty much everyone, lads. This is a fairly even game based on the fact that the Storm have all their backups playing in this game. And the Dragons are down to 12, so the Storm should still be winning this game, but in the same sense, it's not like this is the number 1 Storm team versus the Dragons. This is the probably B squad Storm team versus the Dragons. Minty Rapido says, Justin Olam is a strong player. Absolutely, bro. He's fantastic. John Kalpa Kamasua says Australia development funds should be used to fund rugby league development and capacity building in a country like PNG. It can change the country. Yes and no. Yes and no. I think that Australia has a responsibility to obviously help finance a team in Papua New Guinea. But in the same sense, like this isn't a charity. And they should make sure that there is a positive financial influence from PNG before making such a huge, crucial business development plan. I know I'm using a lot of big words here for people out there who obviously just watch these streams for a bit of footy talk, but there has to be financial business development plans put in place before the NRL would be going out and putting into a charity of developing outside of Australia, because it's like the NRL, like, yes, obviously it's great, but they shouldn't be breastfeeding. Some people like the Titans and the Knights who have been in the past. The Titans shouldn't need to be sustained by the NRL or the Newcastle Knights. So if we're talking in Australia with those two teams, then obviously we look at Papua New Guinea, we look at Fiji, we look at other countries, and it's like realistically we have to hope that they can maintain on their own. Bill Stewart says Dale got one back from Melbourne, so Dragons will come off here for Matt Duffy. That's a huge loss there for Duffy. Stevie C. Money says, wonder if the Fox will beat his 6-try record. Not today. Jeez, he only scored 1 try today. So second tackle here for the Dragons. They're at the 50-metre line. Josh Maguire with the ball. He goes out to the left-hand side. Second tackle. Benny Hunt with the ball. Gets it underneath here. Dragons into the attacking half through Tarek Sims. Katuka says Papa would be great investment. Papa would be great. Papua New Guinea? Yeah, obviously it would be great investment, but in the same, like in what sense though? Like, how are you going to return the money from the investment there? Because it's like, without being insulting, Papua New Guinea also isn't exactly the wealthiest country, just like Fiji. It's not exactly easy to get to games. But Dragons here left-hand side, they're going to kick it through on fifth tackle, and it was a pretty average kick there. Nico Hines will get away here. So, oh my God, Nico Hines got the ball away there for Jennings, and Jennings will get outside the 15 metres. John says, I agree with you on the business plan. I just struggle to see the financial investment being returned to Papua New Guinea if the NRL was to obviously deploy financial help and assistance into the country's development on a National Rugby League level. Queensland Cup is great for Papua New Guinea, but it's just, I think we're still a little bit away from getting them into the competition. So third tackle here for the left-hand side. But like I said, I would absolutely love Papua New Guinea to be a team. Don't get me wrong, that would be the best team in the competition for me. I would love to watch them. They wouldn't be the best, but in the same sense, they'd give it a crack. So fourth tackle here for the Storm and Nico Hines. Good little run there, but nice little tackle there by Corey Norman to save that try saver. So left-hand side here they go. Storm with the ball. Up it goes from Jerome Hughes. Pretty average kick in my opinion, but it will stay there. And that's going to be let bounce there by the Dragons. What are they doing? Jerome Hughes here with the ball. He goes out to the left-hand side here. Jerome Hughes gets it off to Justin Olam. Olam here still going, and he's going to go out over the sideline. I don't know what Olam was doing there. Nugget says, in round 2, did you think Felice Kafusi should have been sin bin on the hit on Ryan Madison? Brother, I can't remember last game, let alone round 2. I streamed literally like every game on the channel. I couldn't tell you what happened in round 2, my man. I would have streamed it and I would have watched it, but I can't remember that far back, my dude, for an individual instance. But 34 and a half minutes to go here of the game. Dragons with the ball. 14-10 is the score to the Storm, and the Dragons still have that man that obviously off for the rest of the game. And here they go, left-hand side, 20 metres out from their own line on first tackle. Kellen goes for Titan says, Eshe, I am very far away from an Eshe. DMH says, I don't like another Brisbane team. Disagree, Redcliffe would be awesome. The current Brisbane team haven't been successful. Bullshit, they haven't been successful. Are you joking? The Brisbane Broncos have been one of the most successful teams in the competition, ever. That's a horrific comment. And have made one grand final loss since 2006. That's since 2006. Let's go back before that. Brisbane have been incredibly successful over their years. So Dragons here, 45 metres out here from their own line. Well, why were you ignoring previously the 2006? Before 2006, they were the best team ever. They're one of the best teams ever. They had made the finals in up until 2011 or 2010, Broncos had made every single finals. They had not missed a finals appearance until 2012 or 2011. Right, the Dragons lose the ball here, and Adokar will pick it up 45 metres out from his own line. Tithy W says, do the world a favour and never say Eshe again in chat. Oh, no, that was really odd. I don't even know. Are they calling me an Eshe? If you think I'm an Eshe, you need to rethink what that word means. Sammy Sue says a financial business plan with strict guidelines might probably be laid out for any investment in the islands in terms of promoting the game without it being like a charity. Yes, but I don't see the financial return. I don't see it. I don't understand the financial return. I would love to see it, but here we go. Storm here, right-hand side. Remus Smith. Oh, he's pumped Cody Ramsey there. He has absolutely pumped Cody Ramsey. Nuggets says, how do you think Jacob Arthur's debut was? I think it was okay. I think he obviously got the try to seal the game, but I think it was fine. Eels was shocking for 60 minutes. That game taken down 5 minutes out here for tackle for the Storm. 5 minutes out here for the Storm. Set restart here for the Storm. This should be a try here, surely. They've got 13 on 12. It should be a try, and it will be a try. Nelson Asafa-Solomona just pumps over the line, and that, my friends, is a try. Good night, Irene. The Storm score a try. I need to post. It will be 18-10 here with a kick to come. DMH says, I think the Broncos need to be a little bit more successful now and then be a little less greedy for a second Brisbane team. No, I think the Broncos will still struggle for a while now, but they still are the big boys of Queensland in regards to history and in regards to financial aspects. Titans are obviously getting back into it with the Kellys and the Frizzels, and the Cowboys, obviously, they have a few issues on their own merits, but in the same sense, you know, the Broncos, they have massive financial investments. If they don't do what they need to do, oh, geez, I can see Dragons standing in the back doing the middle finger to the Storm players. That's unbelievable. But that will be a big try there for Nelson Asafa-Solomona. Lockie Drury says, Titans have never made the finals. What NRL comp have you been watching? Titans made the finals in 2016. Titans made the preliminary final in 2010. The Titans made the preliminary final against the Roosters. And lost, and then the Roosters obviously lost the Dragons in the grand final. I don't know what NRL comp you've been watching, my dude. Nugget says, who do you think will win the grand final? Panthers and Storm. So, yeah, good try there by Nelson Asafa-Solomona. He puts the ball over the line. Easy days. Something Sue says, Storm still being able to... Brother, if you're going to try and insult the Titans, like, at least get it right. Like, you look like an idiot now. Something Sue says, Storm still being able to manage despite Dragons' foul play and missing some players. Yeah, absolutely. So, Storm kicked that ball there, and it will be a 20-10 ball game. 10 points for the difference. Says, who won the grand final in 2001? Was that Roosters or Broncos? Or Knights? Was it Knights? Was that 2002? It was D-Max said, bro, the Titans have made the finals at least twice, I think. 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2016. 4 times throughout the 15 years, which is not great, but in the same sense. 4 times. I don't know what they're talking about. Adrian says, hi, hello, mate. How you doing? So 31 minutes to go here of the game. The Storm lead 20-10 here, and the Dragons still with their man in the bin. Tasman says it was the Knights. Yes, I got it right. I did go through 3 teams, but in the end, I said the Knights. I think Broncos won 2000, didn't they? Or was that the Roosters? That period was dominated by the Knights, Broncos, and Roosters. Link goes to Titans, just get it right, idiot. So first, second leave of the Storm, 15 minutes out. Nelson Asafa-Solomona gets it past the 20-metre line. 31 minutes to go here of the game. Definitely starting to feel it from the throat from doing all these games this weekend. But right-hand side here. Here they go. Stormer away here. On the right-hand side, get the offload away. Couldn't get the offload away, unfortunately. Adrian Volpe says, who's winning? The live score is right below us, my dude. That is the live score with 30 minutes to go here of the game. Nuggets says, have you met any NRL players? Better. On my vlogs, they're always there. Left-hand side here. Justin Olam, left-hand side. Here he goes. He's away. Couldn't get the ball out, though. Still going here. Hasn't been taken down yet. 4 tackle. Lock and Drew says they made it 1 in 2016. Brother, are you stupid, or did you not just hear when I said 2008, 2009, 2009, and 2010? And in 2010, they made the preliminary final, the game before the grand final. Like, you're either stupid or you're stupid. 5th tackle here for the Storm, left-hand side, 30 metres out. Up it goes, in the air, down in the corner. Adokar comes through, and good take there by Jack Bird. Very good take. DMH says, I think Hunt would be most improved player so far this season. No, Isaiah Papali'i. Joshua says, next try player prediction. I will go with we'll go Remus. No, we'll go George Jennings. If Lock and Drew says shut up. But if you're going to try and insult the Titans, like, get it right, bro. You're making yourself like an idiot, my man. You're making yourself look like an idiot. Like, I literally just told you the Titans made the finals in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. And then you reply with the Titans only made the finals in 2016. Do you think I don't know how many times my team's been in the finals? Like, are you ridiculous or what? 4 tackle here. Dragons will boot this ball down. Had all the time in the world, and he will kick it really down far, but it will be an easy take here for Josh Adokar, who will bring this one past the 10-metre line. Could go out to the left-hand side if he wants to, but he will go straight down the line 20 metres out. Dimitri Dress says, Papali'i would be most improved and best buy. Yes, I would agree with that. one. David Feed is very close to being the best buy, but in the same sense, being out for what is it called? Gee whiz, I'm actually going. I'm losing it. It's been a long weekend, I guess, but it is the final 2 games. So, David Fafita has been very good, but he is out obviously with a suspension. That's the word I was looking for there. So you could make an argument there and say that he has been a little bit of a naughty boy. 4 tackled here for the Storm. Right-hand side, getting past the halfway point. Nico Hines with the ball down the right-hand side. Nico Hines gets it inside to Kafusi. Kafusi gets it to Remus Smith. Remus Smith gets it back to Nico Hines. Should be a try here. Jerome Hughes inside. Jerome Hughes. Try time for the Storm. Boom. There we go. Lockie Drury, he's having a little bit of a teary up. Lockie Drury, give me a few more tears, baby. Give me a few more tears, you little girl. Nate J says, I miss the good old Gold Coast Seagulls. How dare you? But that will be a try there for the Storm. It'll be 24-10 here with the kick to come. Drop the Puck says, what do you think about the blokes getting sent off in this round when scrum and the player slipped over at the last second before the tackle? Paul Kent said, bad luck if someone slips, you're still sent off. I think that's ridiculous. I think that obviously last night with Lachlan Burr, by the way, guys, Storm scored underneath the post basically, so it will be 26-10 here. Yeah, look, I think it's ridiculous. I think that I understand. Actually, there'll be a video that comes out tomorrow, guys. There'll be a video that comes out tomorrow that'll wrap up and discuss the new rules and all that type of shit. I understand the new rules, but I also think they're being implemented too strictly and too far, basically. What's it called? I think that, yeah, last night with Lachlan Burr on Tedesco always has fallen halfway to the ground. There's no way that should be a high tackle there against Lachlan Burr when he's already halfway to the ground. Like, at the point, you're literally tackling him around his chest, but then because he's going down already to the ground, he gets hit around the head. You know what I'm saying? Lachlan Driss has come at me. Brother, you're crying because I called you out with your stupidity. Like, you came in here trying to insult, saying the Titans have never made the finals. You said the Titans have never made the finals. I reply saying they've made the finals 4 times. You then reply saying the Titans only made the finals in 2016. So then you've already gone back on what you said. And then after that, I said, you're stupid because I just literally told you 4 times they made the finals. And then you got upset and started crying. Like, brother, you're looking like the stupidest person on the planet right now. And it's funny. Like, keep it up, please. Tell me the Titans have only made 2 finals or something like that. I would love that. Sinek says, Jamal Idris was one of the Titans' major failures. Absolutely. Dave Taylor, too. I could name you plenty of Titans failures. Holy shit. I could name you a heap of them. Dave Taylor was huge. Jared Hayne was massive. Don't talk about that in the chat. What's it called? You can talk about his rugby league history, but don't talk about the current situation. And then also, obviously, Jamal Idris was, yeah, look, he was good, but then he left. It was really strange. It was really strange because Jamal Idris could have been very good and was still pretty decent at the Titans, but he just left 2 weeks after he said he wanted to be captain. DMH Sims hate Josh Maguire. Fair enough. DMH says Titans made the finals in 2016 and Roberts kicked someone in the back. Oh yeah, and he didn't get sin binned or anything like that, or didn't get a penalty. I know that. Stormy. Oh, that's ridiculous. Nico Hines away here. That's ridiculous. Oh no. Here they come. He goes to that the right side. Oh, Nico Hines should have passed that, but he still goes, gets it off to Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes 20 metres out here. Jerome Hughes 20 metres out here, kicks it through. Oh no, he's been slapped, but it's going to be an easy try for the Storm. Oh, Josh Adokar. Josh Adokar makes it a 30-10 ball game, and this is what you get, Dragons. This is what you get for being as dirty as you were in the first half. The Storm with a B-grade Storm squad with no Munster, with no Pappenhausen, with no Harry Grant, with no bloody nobody. They're gone. They're winning the game. They're 30-10 up right now with literally like 30 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go. Like Jack O'Brien says, that's Lockie Drury. That's what happens when you talk shit. Like, I'm just saying, like, if you talk shit, like, it's all good to talk shit, but just know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know what you're talking about. No one says, was Connie a major failure for the Titans? I don't know. It's a hard one. Conrad Harrell was good and he was bad. Like, he dropped the ball a lot, but he was also very good. I love him as a bloke, a very good player. But also dropped the ball quite a lot. I would say no to failure. No, I enjoyed his tenure at the Titans. And if you enjoy someone's tenure at your club, then they're not a failure. I guess he didn't really come there on the back of being a fantastic player elsewhere. He was dropped by the Warriors. So he goes to the Titans and tries to rejuvenate his career, and he's still playing over in the Super League right now. So, you can look at that either way, but I wouldn't say that Conrad Harrell is a failure for the Titans. But guys, 7 likes away from 60. Let's hit that thumbs up button right now if you have not already. The Storm lead 30-10 here with 25 minutes to go here of the game. Adrian Volpe says, do you reckon the Titans will win the next game? I think they've got a chance. I think Panthers still win, but I would love if the Titans could obviously sneak a nice little result there. But either way, the Titans don't miss the top 8 this week. It was looking very dicey with a couple of the games. Most of the games went in favour of the Titans, which was very nice. Potato Dragon says, having some Hungry Jacks while watching BKR, could my day get any better? I don't know, mate. It could, buddy. I don't know. I think you're a Dragons fan, so it probably could get better. But in the same sense, buddy, that's a good shout. But Smoothie here will miss the kick, and it is 30-10 here with 25 minutes to go. Broccoli Weave says, let's go up the Storm. DMH says, I think the Titans can challenge for a premiership within the next 10 years. I think this year they make the finals, get knocked out week 1, maybe week 2, depending who they play in the first week. Obviously, next year I think they challenge, but they don't get there because obviously they haven't got the experience. And then I think 2023 is when the window opens. Not that they win it, but the window is opened. John Kamasua says, I reckon Storm play in the grand final again 2021. Yeah, I've got Storm and Panthers. So Storm with the ball there. They put the ball over the line and it is 30-10 here. Unfortunately, they did miss the kick, but this could still get quite dirty. But Nico Hines with a fantastic play. He should have passed the ball a lot earlier, though. He should have. TSM says, how is your foot? It's all right, mate, but it is sprained. So that's why it's been very good to just sit here and stream all weekend because it's been strained. Sprained. Sorry, not strained. Sprained. Looks like Lachlan Jury has cried his way out of the chat. See you later, buddy. Storm here with the ball. 15 minutes out here from their own line. Second tackle. Minty Rotor says, game over. Just put on the Titans vs Panthers game now. Yes, please. Gee whiz, I tell you what, I'm going to have a good sleep tonight, though, after streaming all 8 games this weekend. So left-hand side here for the Storm. 25 minutes out here. Left-hand side they go. Oh, my God. He should have passed that ball. It would have been an easy try, but they're still going to probably score here either way. Oh, Smoothie's away here. 50 meters out here. Oh, that's a bad tackle. But it's not a dirty tackle. It's a bad tackle. It's going to hurt his knees there. Damn it. Drop the puck, says Blaze. Gordy Tallis put Kent in his place by saying he would tell players to deliberately slip to get an advantage. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Nugget says, if you played in the NRL, what position would you be? I would probably say second row. I'd probably say second row, yeah. DMH says, by the way, if Titans hadn't made the finals by now, then how do they still have supporters and still in the comp? Well, I would still be a supporter regardless. We've had a very unsuccessful history and a very tough history to support, but in the same sense, I'm a Gold Coast local. I'm always proud of my city and where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, in regards to that, obviously, they probably would have lost their team in 2017 when the North Sydney Bears had come knocking. They probably would have lost their team in North Sydney. So, yeah. Nugget says, if you played in the NRL, what position would you be? I already answered that. Second row. Potato Dragon says, heard this is a dirty game. Yeah, Dragons have been very dirty, bro. It's not been a dirty game. It's just been Dragons have been very dirty. Come on, guys. 4 likes away from 60. Let's hit that 60 likes right now. Smack that thumbs up button. Obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. Yeah, so basically, Potato Dragon, Josh Maguire is a dog, and also Fui Mayono got sent off because he deliberately took out Ryan Pappenhausen, who, as you can see, is not currently playing in the game because he was taken off on a stretcher. So third tackle here for the Storm. They're 45 minutes out here from the Dragons line. Left-hand side, Jerome Hughes with the ball. Gets it outside here to Riley Jacks, who gets taken down 30 minutes out here from the Dragons line. Fifth tackle here. Fifth tackle here for the Storm. Here we go. Chance here. Josh had a car. Kicks it through. Nice little kick, actually. Nice little kick. It's going to be a drop out here, I think. Oh, no. Good pickup from Cody Ramsey. Very good pickup from Cody Ramsey, but he will get taken down 5 minutes out. Nugget says, who's the best fullback? I would say Tommy Trbojevic, in my personal opinion. But career and accolade-wise, you'd go with Tedesco. But in regards to who I feel like impacts the team better, I would say Tommy Trbojevic. And I've said this from just way before this year. If you're saying all time, Billy Slater, yeah, Kelly goes for Titans. You're saying all time, Billy Slater, but I'm saying I thought he was talking about right now. So Dragons here with the ball, 4th tackle. They're only 10 meters out from their own line here. Jeez, they're getting slaughtered. They're getting slaughtered right now. And that is going to be a knock-on for the Dragons. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. The Dragons with another knock-on, and the Storm will get the ball here 10 meters out from the Dragons line. You can obviously tell the Dragons would be absolutely exhausted right now. Bill Schwitz is another hip drop from the Dragons. Yeah, doesn't surprise. D-Mate says Cam Smith is my favourite player of all time. He's one of the best players of all time, if not the best. But let's have a look at this. So Paul Vaughan here with the ball. He's going. And yeah, he's just unfortunately I don't know if that's a knock-on. He didn't really lose control. Noah 6 says, I'd say RTS career-wise. No way is RTS career-wise over Tedesco. No way. On what planet? Tedesco's won, 3 premierships now? How many premierships has Tedesco won? 2, 3 premierships? Dalian? I don't understand how... No way. No way would RTS be above Tedesco. Tedesco's won 2 premierships. Tuvas Checks have won nothing. Oh, Justin Olam. Easy try. Justin Olam. Papua New Guinea. Justin Olam with a very strong try there. 34-10 here with the kick to come. With 22 minutes to go here. And Dragons, how are you going, son? Parramatta Eel says Gutho underrated, but it keeps his price below the other fullbacks, so I don't mind. Gutho is not above Trebojevic. Gutho is not above Tedesco. Gutho is not above Pappenhausen the way the game style is nowadays. I think Gutho would have been probably top three maybe 10 years ago if he was playing. Tuivasa-Sheck is still above him, but obviously Tuivasa-Sheck leaves, so I would personally put Gutho above Ponga for the time being, because Ponga is still very 50-50 in hot and cold. I think Gutho was always consistent. I think Gutho was always getting the job done, but he's not a flashy fullback. He's not a flashy fullback who is always putting in, fantastic, brilliant plays every week. I think he gets his job done every week, and sometimes he can bring a flashy play, but not usually. And that's not what this game is about nowadays. So I still have him top 5, but I wouldn't put him above right now. Tuivasa-Sheck, Tedesco, Trebojevic, and Pappenhausen. Swackton says Gutho isn't underrated, he's overrated. I wouldn't say he's a bit overrated, but saying King Gutho, yes, he's overrated in that sense, but he's still a very good fullback. But we've got a very special group of fullbacks right now in this competition. It's unreal. Like, you go all through the 10 best fullbacks in the competition, and you're going to find guys who in other eras might have been the number 1 at some point. You go through. Let's go through it. Pappenhausen, Tedesco, Trebojevic, Callum Ponga, Gutherson, Tuivasa-Sheck, Charles Nicoll-Klokstad, AJ Brimson. There's probably more. There's definitely more. He misses the kick, though, so it'll be 34-10. Who else am I missing right now? Who else am I missing? I guess Matt Duffy is probably still top 10. Cowboys, Valentine Holmes, but he's not really that great. He's great winger. He's one of the best. Oh, Latrell, obviously. Latrell as well. Samantha Giaburn says, go Justin Olam, your Wontoks are watching you here from homeland. Rule the Storms, make us proud. Get around. The Papua New Guineans loving their sport and loving their rugby league. Dasmate says, Para fans call Gutho king. That's how sad their team's history is. They had a successful history if they were going back 35 years ago, but that's going back 35 years ago, obviously. Don't talk about the last 10 years of Parramatta fans because, So 20 minutes to go here of the game. It's 34-10 to the Storm, guys. Wowee, the Storm have really erupted in the second half. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get to 70, but that's going to be a knock-on against Christian Welch. That'll be a knock-on against Christian Welch. Noah 6 says, RTS Golden Boot won Premiership. Premiership? When did RTS win the Premiership? When did RTS win the Premiership? Huh? When did RTS win the Premiership? Who did he win the Premiership with? Did he won the Premiership with the Roosters when? Because the Roosters didn't win a Premiership when did Tuivasa-Sheck go back to the Warriors? Oh, so he did win with the Roosters. Well, Tedesco's got 2 Premierships, mind you. Or does he have 3? Does Tedesco have 2 or 3 Premierships? Can we go for the Titans? No, hide that comment. Guys, don't be talking about the Jared Haynes situation, please. That's a legality issue. That's not a joke. Alrighty, so here we go. So, Dragons here with the ball, 15 minutes out here from the Storm line. I thought Tuivasa-Sheck obviously was already at the Warriors by that Premiership. Sorry, that's my bad. But Tedesco has at least 2, maybe 3. I still have Tedesco well and truly above Tuivasa-Sheck long-term wise. Well and truly wise. Nugget says, how do you rate Sivo and Fergo? I think Sivo, obviously I love Sivo, Dosaviti, but Ferguson has been good. I think he's a little bit past it now, though, but in the same sense, he's still getting his job done. 3rd tackle here for the Dragons, left-hand side, 20 metres out here. 4th tackle here for the Dragons. Aussie Damon says, what up, brother? I fell asleep in the second stream. Up the Storm. Well, that's not very nice. That's all right. 4th tackle here for the Dragons, right-hand side, 10 metres out here. And now 5th tackle here for the Dragons. Teammate says, RTS was playing on the wing in the 2013 Grand Final, I think. Oh, he would have been, because Anthony Michello would have been there. Oh, that is a try time for the Dragons. Ravalawa puts the ball over the line. It will be 34-14 here with a kick to come. 34-14 here with a kick to come. Ravalawa with the hat trick. My goodness. So the game is well and truly over, and the Storm have well and truly won. But poor defense there from Josh Adokar. That wasn't Olam's fault. That was Adokar's fault. That was Adokar's fault. Noah 6 has won 2 times fullback of the year, Dally M, captain of the year, and also winger of the year. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about fullback? Are you talking about Tuivasa-Sheck? Is that who we're talking about? Bro, I'm taking Tedesco every day of the week over Tuivasa-Sheck. Go get Tedesco stats. You've dropped Tuivasa-Sheck stats. Let's go now. Bring up Tedesco stats and we'll compare. If I'm wrong, if basically, well, I'm not going to be wrong because I know Tedesco will be taken every day of the week over Tuivasa-Sheck. But in the same sense, throw out his stats. Sammy Susan says, I figure the Storm will start running away in the second half. Dasmate says this shouldn't even be a question. It's not. It really isn't. Like, Tedesco is career-wise the best. But in the same sense, if people want to believe in Tuivasa-Sheck, they can. Because Tuivasa-Sheck's been a fantastic fullback, don't get me wrong. And considering that's a winger as well in that grand final, but the Dragons will miss the kick. So it will be 34-14 here. It was 17 minutes to go, and the Storm will be taking the win here. That will be basically the official nail in the coffin there, because it's now over 3 converted tries away. But nice work there by McCullough to go out to the right-hand side. Jimmy Bill says he's picking Tedesco and he's a Queenslander, so it's not biased, it's real. Yeah, it is. I am a Queenslander. I was at the game when Tedesco scored that try to win for New South Wales, despite it being a forward pass, mind you. But that's my Queenslander coming in. But it was a forward pass to get up there. But we won't talk about that one. But anyway, yes, no, I'm just telling you, Tedesco is better long-term career-wise with his accolades than Tuivasa-Sheck. But anyway. So, here we go. So, the Dragons will have the ball here, 15 minutes out from their own line. Jamie Dunning says, I hope the Titans beat Panthers. I can see it happening. Yeah, it's a danger game for the Panthers. It is. Panthers probably still win, but in the same sense, it is a danger game for the Panthers. Obviously, I'm a Titans fan, guys. I am wearing my BKR Sport Titans merchandise right here. That you guys can get on BKR Sport Redbubble for your own team as well. But I think that it's a danger game for the old Panthers. Dragons here, right-hand side. Simonu says, how long left? There is 16.5 minutes left. 20-point the difference, 34-14 is the score. Dragons with the ball at the halfway point, and Ben Hunt slapped down at the halfway line. CSM says up the Panthers. 4th tackle here. Dragons with the ball. Right-hand side, Josh Maguire, dickhead, gets taken down here. Paul Vaughan gets taken down. And McCulloch will get that ball to Corey Norman. Norman's going to spread it to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt gets it outside to the wing, Cody Ramsey. Cody Ramsey gets pretty much taken out there, and that's going to be kicked there. But Jerome Hughes, he's still with the ball. Gets the offload away. No, he can't get the offload away there, unfortunately. Dean says, I tipped the Mighty Titans for the upset. Get on ya, TMH. That's what we're talking about. Get around the upset in the Titans-Panthers game. Have we seen an upset this week yet? Have we seen an upset? A Tigers Knights kind of, but Tigers it wasn't really an upset there. Besides that, I think all the favourites have won. Every single favourite. Because the Roosters were favourites, the Storm were favourites, Manly were the favourites, set restart here for the Storm. Raiders were favourites. Rabbitohs were favourites. I think, obviously, Eels were favourites. Knights were favourites, so they're the only favourites that lost this week. Everyone else has won, yeah. Sport Talk says Tedesco, 2 times Player of the Year, 1 times Rugby League Player of the Year, 2 times Brad Fittler Medal, 1 times Sally M Award, 1 Wally Lewis Medal, 1 times PMFA, 2 Premierships and 2 State of Origin. That, my friend, is a bingo. 3rd tackle there for the Storm, 40 minutes out. That absolutely towers over Tuivasa. 3rd tackle. And I'm not disrespecting Tuivasa. That's a knock on there from the Storm, and the Dragons will get the ball there. Sport Talk says, stop playing him down now. I know, it's crazy. It is actually crazy. Agent Volby says, who do you go from the NRL? I'm a Titans fan, my dude. They're going to challenge this. Why are they challenging this? Johnny says, do I like soccer? Yeah, man, I love football. Stream A-League during the weekdays, but 14 minutes 50 to go here of the game. Why are they challenging this? Why are they challenging this? Why are they challenging that? What was that? Oh, Sport Talk, I didn't even add fullback of the year. Noah Six is still sticking my opinion. Brother, we're talking about accolades, and we've just proven that Tedesco has more accolades. What do you mean? It's not an opinion, it's a fact. Tedesco has more accolades than Tuivasa-Sheck. That's not an opinion, bro. The question was who has the most successful career accolades-wise. And Tedesco has literally proven that he has the more successful career accolades-wise in the chat. It's not down to an opinion there. It's down to a fact. Like, that was the question. Dasmate says Prime Barber was something else, to be honest. Prime Barber was honestly one of the best fullbacks, but obviously it only lasted really 1 year. Oh, wow, they're going to lose the ball there. Oh, wow, they're going to say, bring it back. I just don't get how you can say still sticking with my opinion. Like, you're wrong. Like, it's cool. It's fine. It's nothing bad, but it was wrong. The accolades definitely go to Tedesco's favour by a long way. But Tuivasa-Sheck has been a fantastic fullback over the years. Don't get me wrong. So 14.5 minutes to go here of the game. First tackle here for the Dragons. 45 minutes out from their own line. Come on, guys. 9 likes away from 70. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Nuggets says, who's your least favourite team? Broncos. Second tackle here, right-hand side. The Dragons with the ball. Maguire gets it off to Hunt. Hunt gets it outside to Josh Kerr, and Kerr gets taken down. Come says, take this from me because both play for the Roosters and I love both, but Teddy is better. Well, we're not talking about who's better. We're saying accolades-wise. We're saying career accolades-wise, but Ben Hunt will get past him there. The awards speak for themselves. Exactly right. We're talking about awards, right? And it's a fact. If you're talking about who's the better fullback, you can make an argument for opinion, right? You can say, I think Tuivasa-Sheck's better, or you can say Tedesco's better. But when we're talking about accolades and career-wise in regards to stats, Tedesco wins by a country mile. Oh, the Storm are going to get that ball there from the kick. He can't get the offload away, though. Otherwise, they probably would have scored there. Tim Chunga says, did you see that Chris Sandow wants to return? Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Has he? He had a lot of weight around him. I'm not fat shaming or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, he had a lot of weight compared to what he used to be when he was in the NRL. Has he lost that now, and is he back to his full fitness? Till Chunga says, that's right. West Tigers fan says, Sally, saltiest person ever in live stream. Me? I'm not salty, brother. I'm all good, man. If I got proven wrong, I would have said that I was wrong. Nugget says, how do you rate the Eels? Oh, you talking about... Okay, I get what you're saying. So 4 tackle here for the Storm, 45 minutes out. Sandow was entertaining to watch. Yeah, he was. 5th tackle here for the Storm in his prime. Here we go, right-hand side. Oh, that's good from Nelson to Sava Solomona. And Jerome Hughes gets taken out 20 minutes out. Reed says, how old is Sandow now? I think it'd be like 34, 35 when he... Oh, Nico Hines. Fifth tackle gets taken down. Damn it, man. Cameron says, Chris Sandow. Geez, haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's still cracking along. I think he's in Queensland Cup or New South Wales Cup or something like that. I think he said he'd sign on the bare minimum, which I think is still 150k, mind you. Which I guess wouldn't be the craziest thing, but it depends on how old he is. Oh, West Tigers. I get what you're saying now. It's very difficult for me sometimes to watch the game, commentate on the game, and obviously read the comments and understand who it's being spoken to, whether it's me or somebody else. Ahmed says, Harry Grant or Reid Marnie. Harry Grant, every day of the week by about 400 yards. He's 32, Cameron said. 32, okay, so... Look, it wouldn't be the worst, most horrible signing ever, but in the same sense, I'm not wasting 150k on a 32-year-old. Personally, anyway. Jimmy Bill says, if you're 34, Broncos will offer him 3 years. Yeah, but Adam Reynolds is a damn well good halfback. That's a bit of a difference. Chris Sandow used to be good, but Dragons lost the ball. Josh Maguire, karma, dickhead. DMH says, Storm have proven the masterclass coaching and Bellamy without their stars. Yes. But the Dragons also have a man off for the entire game. So we haven't seen a man off for an entire game in a long time. Justin Olam with the ball here. 25 minutes out here from the line. Aiden Hammond could see Eagles beat the Eels. Brother, I've answered your question about 17 times. I said the Manly Seagulls have a chance, but I still think the Eels win, but it'll be a good game. We'll be streaming it next week. Nico Hines here, right-hand side, gets it outside to Jennings. Jennings with the try. Try time for the Storm. Bingo. Storm with the try. So it will be 38-14 here with a kick to come. Could be 40-14 here. So try time for the Melbourne Storm, and they're putting the throttle on right now. They are driving away at the speed of light. Dasmate says, just start the next game. Yeah, the next game will start in about, I think, 20 minutes time, 25 minutes time. Obviously, we will be streaming that game. There's no way I wouldn't stream my own game, the Titans versus Panthers game. It'd be crazy if we won that. Sport Agent says, Nico Hines is the Queensland fullback. Good luck. Troll. Good luck, troll. Is he Queenslander? I didn't even know he was Queenslander. So, right-hand side here, they go, easy try for the Storm, and they just put that one to bed very easily. Camaro says, no, Sport Reactions knows. We all know Sport Reactions, right? We know what he's like. You know, he doesn't actually believe Nico Hines is the fullback. He's just saying that because he wants to get under your skin. Sammy says, Josh Maguire definitely sealed the Dragons' fate when he played dirty. Absolutely, but it wasn't really necessarily Josh Maguire, it was Philly May. Oh, no. Jack O'Brien says, hope the Blues win State of Origin this year. Cameron says, yeah, of course. TSM says Dylan Edwards is the best fullback. No. He's goodish. He's good, but in the same sense, like, he's not the star in that Panthers team and will never be the star in that Panthers team. Gets his job done, but he's not, I wouldn't personally say he's a top 8, top 9. He may be around that top 9, 10 area. But I could name you 8 fullbacks better. Nico Hines will miss the kick just. Ooh, close though. Close. He says, if Hines is top 5 fullback, then Maguire is a top 5 forward. If Hines is... Well, I'm not going to insult Hines, to be honest with you. It's his best goal kicker in the NRL at the moment, Adam Reynolds. Minty Rabbit says, did Hines play for the Falcons? I think so. I think Nico Hines was a Sunshine Coast Falcons player. I could be wrong, though. So don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. Next game, Titans-Panthers. Come on, you good things, the Gold Coast Titans. Come over says, is Fafita the only player out for you guys? No, Corey Thompson as well. Corey Thompson is out for a while as well, which is obviously a big loss for us because he's been very good for us this year. Teal Chunga says, do you think Magic Round in Brisbane and New Zealand each year would be good? Yes, I think New Zealand every year. Brisbane, obviously, ideally, but in the same sense, you could mix it up with Sydney. And as well, because obviously Sydney probably deserve one at some stage. Perth is an option, but it's a long way to go. New Zealand's a lot less way to go, and it's another country, but it's a lot less way to go than Perth. Perth is 5 hours to get to, and New Zealand's like 3 hours to get to. Frenchie says, hello, Blaze. What happened to Josh Addo-Carr's head? It's a good question. So Felice Kafusi here with the ball, and he offloads the ball. It's nearly a knock on there, but no, Nico Hines will get the ball here. He's going to break away nearly. He gets the offload away to Eisenhuth, and Storm have about 400 players. Oh, Bromwich here with a step. He gets the ball away here. The Storm here have like 400 players to none out there, but unfortunately, the pass does not go well. Broccolo Weaves says, I want the Titans to win. Oh my God, Bromwich is back here. Bromwich is back here with the steps. Fourth tackle here. No, it's a fun fact, RTS. Brother, when will you get it through your head? It was factually incorrect what you were proven. Like, factually. It's not an opinion. RTS, accolades, career-wise, is not as good as Tedesco. Opinion-wise, he can have a different opinion. But Josh Addo-Carr here... Well, oh my God, he's going to pick the ball up here on fourth tackle. It's still... Oh, Josh Addo-Carr. That's unbelievable. That is an unbelievable try there for Josh Addo-Carr. So the Storm will hit the 40. They're on 42-14 here with the kick to come. And wowee. TSM says Nathan Cleary best halfback. Agreed. So with 8 minutes to go here, that is fantastic. He just let that... I don't know what happened with the Dragons defense there. They're obviously exhausted, to be fair. But Addo-Carr just on side there. Beautifully timed run there. Ravalawa, the ball goes past him. Addo-Carr picks the ball up and just runs to the line. Easy. Scotty Burns says, amazing how Melbourne can be Melbourne without Munster, Pappenhausen and Grant. Yes, but the Dragons have had a player in the sent off after 10 minutes. So they're playing 13-on-12 for literally 70 minutes, guys. Yes, it's all well and good, but I think it might have been different if the Dragons had full team. I think it might have been different. Jack O'Brien says, if it's full team, the Storm win anyway. But like I'm saying, with the players out for the Storm, if the Dragons didn't have a player in the bin for 70 minutes, I think it would be a closer game. Jack O'Brien says, who do you think will win the Premiership in 2023? Titans. Nugget says, how do you rate the Eels? I think the Eels are okay. I think they're a fourth-place team, but I don't think they're a good fourth-place team. I think that they're better than the teams below them, but I don't think they're anywhere close to the teams above them. Don't care about one torrential condition game against the Storm. I think that they're going to be a very good regular season team-ish. Good regular season team, top four, but in the same sense, they'll get knocked out pretty quickly in the finals. E says, surely to Owen Addo-Carr, New South Wales Wingers? Yeah, of course. It has to be. And Nico Hines will punch that bad boy runner through. So he was 0 from 3, but now he's 1 from 4. But every man and his dog is going to kick that kick. Even you could kick that kick, buddy, TSM. Para-Anzi says, Eels are coming second, not fourth, though. That's great, but the Eels did not look great against the Warriors today. Went up to a 24-0 lead in 18 minutes and did not look great for the rest of that game. Came home in the end, but also not great. They're playing the Warriors too. They lost to this Dragons team, mind you. They also haven't looked great in the majority of their games this year. Parramatta are currently in second, and that's great, but your comment right there is the reason why people don't really like Parramatta, because of arrogance like that, because I know what you're really trying to say there. You're not just saying, oh, they're in second. You're trying to say, like, they're obviously better than fourth, they're currently in second, which is just not the truth. So it's all well and good, but on a dry track, Storm beats you. Panthers will probably beat the Eels. Rabbitohs, it's a decent shout the Eels can beat them in that game. It is a decent shout, so I'll hold my judgment and reservations on the Rabbitohs-Eels game. Freddie says, Eels to win a premiership in 9,428, even though an Eels fan. Look, I think that they're in with a chance, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, that's got to be a knock-on there from the Storm. They can challenge that. Oh, they've got no challenges left, sorry, the Storm. But it was obviously just a knock-on there. Zombie Boy says, do you think that Ryan Pappenhausen is awesome? Yeah, I think Ryan Pappenhausen is awesome, and he got dirty takeout by a dog of a player in Phil Mayono. David Gobb says, you go to the match on New South Wales Blues, Queensland? Hopefully, mate. So 41,983 people at the game so far today. The games today. Para-Ains, says, I'm just saying that they're coming second, not fourth, because he said Eels are coming fourth. No, I said the Eels will probably come fourth, and they are the fourth best team in the competition, in my personal opinion. That's what I said. I didn't say that they're coming fourth. I said they're going to come fourth. I said that they are the fourth best team in the comp, in my personal opinion. D-Mate says, I believe that the Storm would have beat the Eels and Panthers if it was in Melbourne. No, I think the Storm would have beat the Eels if it was not on a wet track. If it was not on that was horrific conditions. So, like, Eels won, don't get me wrong. The Eels still beat them on those conditions, so fair enough. Great. No referee calls that were wrong, in my personal opinion. I don't think it was debatable. But the grand finals can be played on good conditions. Like, it just more than likely is going to be. So, and those conditions were ridiculous. And Storm still nearly won that. And also, they had quite a few players out as well. I think Pappenhausen was out and a few other players were out too. So, it's a bit on the kind of dodgy side, but he'll still won that game. Nugget says, have you ever been to Bankwest Stadium? It's amazing. Butter, I vlogged that game, the Bankwest Stadium all the time. Dragons right-hand side here. Chancy. Dragons right-hand side here. 10 metres out. I was at Bankwest, literally I was there for the Broncos-Eels game. I vlogged it. You can check it out on the channel. Sash and Kelson said, do you think the Warriors are going to make the 8? I think it's a 50-50. It's tough. It's tough for them to make the 8, but I think that they're still probably better than the Raiders and the Knights as we currently speak anyway. Oh, that's good play by Ben Hunt. Ravalawa steps on the inside there. 15 metres out. Fit tackle. By the way, guys, 7 likes away. Whoa, gee, I'm losing my fingers here. 7 likes away from 70. So hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. The pose. It hits the pose. It hits the pose. It hits the pose. And it's a knock on for the Dragons. Zombie Boy says, I can't believe Dragons were doing so well at the beginning, but then they just fell apart. Brother, they've got a man off for the game from the 10-minute mark. Like, they were doing well, and this is also a team that has no Harry Grant, no Cameron Munster, no Ryan Pappenhausen because of Phil Maona's dirty play. No Brandon Smith. A lot of players out for the Storm here. Like, they were doing well against the team that had all their best players out. All of them, except for Josh Adokar, who was tried to have taken out by Josh Maguire. Para Ainsley says, Pappenhausen was playing most of it. Pappenhausen played 5 minutes, bruss. Pappenhausen played 5 minutes in this game. He got taken out by Phil Maona. David Yugobs, why you hate New South Wales Blues? Brother, you do understand the rivalry, right? I'm a Queenslander. I'm not going to say I love the New South Wales Blues. I'm a Queenslander. Of course, I'm not going to come here and say, oh my God, I'm in love with New South Wales. What a bloody state. I love watching them play. No, New South Wales going to eat a dick when it comes to Origin. I'm a Queensland fan, just like I would expect you to say that about Queensland when it comes to Origin if you're a New South Wales fan. So, 4 minutes to go here of the game. Junior Bill says, Corey Norman overrated, in my opinion. I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's rated anymore. I think he was okay at the Brisbane. And then went to the Eels. He was okay at the Eels. And then at the Dragons, I think he's gone backwards and not forwards. But I wouldn't say he's overrated. I just don't think he's really rated. Jake says, I feel bad for Pappenhausen. I think we all do, man. Obviously, he comes back. He'll probably be out. I don't know how he'll go next week, to be honest with you. Nugget says, your computer's delayed. Mine's at least a minute ahead. Nah, the stream it's just unfortunately the stream compared to you guys. Obviously, I'm watching the game live, but you might be a minute behind or something like that. Jack O'Brien says, who is your second favourite team if you have to pick? Sharks because my mum. But I don't really care. I want the Titans to flog the Sharks, but if the Titans aren't playing the Sharks can win. So left-hand side here, but it was not good this year. Callan goes to Titans says, apparently they said 4 to 5 weeks. Who? For Pappenhausen? Nah, surely not. He looked like he was okay at the end of it. Oh, Nico Hines going to kick that ball out to Jenny. Oh, he had the support on the inside. He didn't pass the ball, though. 25 metres out here. 4 tackle here for the Storm. That was an unbelievable kick there from Nico Hines. Here we go. Right-hand side. Eisenhuth gets it off to Nico Hines. Hines steps on the inside and gets the offload away. And Felice Kafusi. And it's going to be a penalty here against the Storm. Okay, penalty against the Storm. So it'll be Dragons ball. Dragons ball here. So they're 6 points away from 50, but unfortunately they won't be able to get the try there. So it will be a penalty here to the Dragons for apparently Felice Kafusi being in front of someone. Oh, he was in front of the kick. Okay, here. Okay, so no, but that's fine. I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, so what's the penalty for? Because that's obviously ages away. So right-hand side, then Hines goes there. And what's wrong with that? Kafusi was in front of the play. Oh, he was in front of the play the ball. Okay, so yeah, so that means that he can't play in that area. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Jack O'Brien says, show me the Warriors poster, please. Boom. There you go. Look at that. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. I'm actually going to get a jumper. So one of these jumpers, I've obviously got my Titans jumper here that I've been wearing this week. But I'm going to get a New Zealand one too because I love the design. I designed all these, like I said, but I love that design. It's a fantastic design. Alan Davis says, why aren't you at a Titans camp tonight? I sprained my ankle, my dude, so I'm staying in Sydney this weekend. I sprained my ankle. So Dragons here, 45 minutes out here from their own line, right-hand side. Here they go. Frenchie says, no, Parra's the best poster. It's not too bad. It's pretty simple, but it's good too. But Josh Kerr gets away here, 40 minutes out. You guys can buy them on the BKR Sport Redbubble website. I think they're about $20 or something like that. Very good quality, actually. I'm really impressed with the quality. Dad's mate says, Dragons fans, don't worry. You can still win the comp. They haven't hit 50 yet. Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be good because then we can obviously wipe out the Rabbitohs. We could wipe out the Broncos. We could wipe out the Dogs. We could wipe out the Dragons. That's 4 of the 16 teams gone, baby. You know, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Freddie says, "Yep, I bought the poster." Oh, you did you? Oh, good on you, man. I really like it. I think it's very good quality. Obviously, it's very like shiny because the color of it. It's very shiny. Sport Talk says, "Well, you planning on going to Magic Round 50-50. I was only going to go to the top this today because the Titans play the Panthers obviously today, but I wasn't going to go for the full 3 days because obviously the streams do so well, and I love doing the streams as well. So yeah, I was always going to go. I was probably going to go to the Titans Panthers, but until I sprained my ankle, I decided I'll stay back. Jacob Bryan says Panthers are the best poster. It's a pretty good poster, man. It is a pretty good poster. Obviously, like I said, guys, I'll be swapping these around depending on what game is on that stream. So, Storm here, 44-14 with 3 minutes to go. And it's going to be an injury to Smoothie, I think. It's going to be an injury to Smoothie. I just got to stretch my leg there. Jeez. I've been streaming a heap today. I'm streaming a heap. This weekend, sorry. Jim Jones says, Titans might be the other running tonight. You shut your mouth, Jim Jones, you evil man. You evil man, Jim Jones. I already cursed your Manly team. Don't make me curse them for next year too, Jimmy. Jim Jones, don't make me curse them again. Jake Boyard says, remember Addo Carr's 6 tries last week? Yeah, it was fantastic. I obviously streamed that game too. If you guys are new to this channel, by the way, we obviously stream every single game, basically. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and I'll be giving you guys an NRL jersey of your own team. Well, one of you, not every single one of you. Otherwise, wow, gee whiz, 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 jerseys. I'll probably die. Third tackle here, left-hand side, Dragons with the ball. Here they go. The Dragons, 30 metres out, 25 metres out, 20 metres out here. D-Mate says, Titans win by 8. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So, 4th tackle here for the Dragons. Ooh, nice little offload there by Blake Laurie, but they're going to lose about 12 metres. So, not the gratis, mate. Not the gratis there. Nasari. Right-hand side, 5th tackle. Ben Hunt puts the ball in the air. And easy take by Nico Hines. And he is up. Oh, Josh Addo-Carr's away. 50. We want 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 50. Oh, he didn't pass the ball, bro. Should have passed the ball. Bloke says, hello, Beck. How did you see that send-off? It was crazy. But I'm streaming the game. Of course I saw the send-off. So, 1:50 to go here. Second tackle for the Storm. 40 metres out. Jack O'Brien says, what will be the last team to win the premiership? Probably the Warriors. But then again, the new Brisbane team comes in 2023. So, Titans and Warriors probably haven't won by then. But Storm left-hand side here, 25 metres out here. Somebody says Dragons beat Parramatta, the only ones that have beaten them. Yeah, but they also lost to the Tigers. They're also getting flogged by the Storm, and they're also not looking good. So, that's sort of well and good, but the Dragons are not as the goods. So, 4th tackle here, 20 metres out, right-hand side here for the Storm. Nico Hines with the ball, gets it off to Eisenhuth. No, sorry, Nelson Solomona. Storm will steal the ball. No, Dragons got the ball here and they're away. Dragons might score here. To make it 44-20. No, Josh Kerr will get taken down. He gets the offload away to Cody Ramsey. Cody Ramsey should score here. Christian Welch is doing well here, but Cody Ramsey will score. So it will be 44-18 here with a kick to come. TSM says Titans to win 36-18. Frenchie says, I have an upset 24-22 of Titans. I'd love to see it, Frenchie. You want it. Obviously, you're an Eels fan. You would love the Titans to win. That's why you're tipping them. So the Dragons will score a try there from the Storm mistake, and Cody Ramsey just runs down the field and puts that away. But the Dragons have been absolutely slapped up tonight. Dragons come back, Carroll says. But it's on. It's on, mate. It is on. It is crazy, the scenes that we're seeing right now. The Dragons are flying. Jack O'Brien says, what was the score of the Eels and the Warriors? I think it was like 36-20 or something like that. 36-18, but it was very close. I think it was the Warriors were down by 10 points with about 15 minutes to go when they were down 24-0 after 18 minutes. But obviously, the Eels were able to pull away at the end of that one. Lucas has got to give credit to the Dragons having 12 member size, nothing going our way, and Storm being grubs. Are you actually taking the piss? That is such a stupid comment. If you think the Storm have been grubs, you have had a man sent off for being an absolute mutt and deliberately trying to take out Pappenhausen. You had Josh Maguire make 2 tackles. One obviously sent him to the bin, and the other one would put him on report. You've had Ravalawa also go on report in today's game. If anyone thinks that the Dragons have been hard done by in this game, you are drunk. You are drunk. So he misses the kick there, Corey Norman. You've got to give credit for the Dragons, having a crack despite being down to 12 men for the entire game, but they should be down to 12 men for the entire game. Absolutely. It was a stupid tackle from Fui Mayono and deserved a send-off absolutely every single day of the week. So, no, that's a ridiculous comment. That's an absolutely ridiculous comment. Cameron says, no, Storm still flogged them and good to win, but surely conceding 20 with the Dragons having 12 men on the field is a bit disappointing, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's embarrassing. It is. But also, you've got to remember that there's no Munster, there's no Pappenhausen, there's no Brandon Smith, there's no Harry Grant, there's no nobody. You know, like this. Like, here we go. Like, you're going to... Okay, you can think the Dragons did well all you like, but they still lost by 26 to a B-grade Storm team. And the 12 men is because your player deliberately tried to take out another player and did take him out. That's why. Like, you can commend the Dragons all you like, but in the same sense, they put themselves in this position. Smoothie got injured too, but yeah, we're talking the big boys. So, Dragons here, right-hand side, Ravalawa, Justin Olam still going here, Ravalawa still going, Addo-Carr's going to take him out, but he kicks it through here, Ravalawa kicks it through, and Nico Hines will just kick this ball out, and that will be the game. So, the final score here will be 44-18 to the Melbourne Storm. What an interesting game. Obviously, Dragons, they gave it a crack early days, but they couldn't get the job done because they did have 12 men on the field for literally 70 minutes of the game, but it was because of their own stupid mistake of a deliberate takeout attempt by Fui Mayono. But guys, that's going to do us for this stream. Obviously, I'm going to be doing the Titans versus Panthers game right after this. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you want to be subscribed because that's going to be a good stream with my Titans boys. I've streamed every single game this week, and now I finally get to support my boys. Obviously, as well, we're one like away from 70. I appreciate it as always, but I'm going to jump up into that Titan stream, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.